Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit wyomingeyes.net to learn more.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Who is Remax Allstar Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with Remax Allstar Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
It's time for Tiger Tip-Off.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
And a very pleasant Saturday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Lovell, Wyoming, just south of the Wyoming-Montana border for 3A girls basketball, followed by a boys doubleheader of Lander Valley and the Lovell Bulldogs. Once again, Scott Fuller with you, and this is the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. Couple of interesting games on our slate here for a Tuesday afternoon. Starting with the girls. Both teams here, Lander and Lovell, arrive tested, physical, coming off conference games earlier in the week, in fact last night, that reinforce pretty much who they are, respectively, at this point in the season. We'll walk you through how these teams play, how the numbers separate them so far as we're well into conference play now, and what to watch for when the ball goes in the air here in just about 8.5 minutes. Let's start with what just happened. Last night in conference play, second-ranked in the state, Lander Valley defeated Worland 41-27 last night in a low-scoring, relatively defensive game that played right into LVHS's strengths, which are control the ball, patience on offense and defense, and just all-around consistency. Number 3, Pinedale, meanwhile, knocked off these Lovell Bulldogs, 39-31, also in conference action. There's another game in the 30s where possessions more valuable than points were hard to find. So both teams step onto the floor tonight coming off defensive-minded conference games. For Lander, a victory against Warland. For Lovell, a loss to the very stout Pinedale ladies. And when you look at Lander Valley on the season so far, the numbers tell a pretty steady story. They average 53.9 points per game, giving up 38 points per game. That's one of the stronger defensive marks in all of 3A. They're comfortable playing games in the 40s. They're capable of scoring into the 50s and higher, although they don't need to set that pace necessarily to win. That seems to be the groove that Lander has settled into in conference play. Tigers are shooting 40% as a team from the field, strong ball movement throughout, 16 assists per game on the stat sheet, so they're a balanced scoring team. And as usual with head coach Drew Powell coach team, they don't necessarily rely on any one player to take over on any possession in any point in the game. And defensively, they are stout top to bottom. They force teams into long possessions, tough shots. Last night is a case in point, Matt, with a 41-27 victory over Warland. That fits that profile absolutely perfectly. Lander not in a hurry, unless they have to be. They don't want to rush. They let the game come to them, and they rarely beat themselves. Key players for the Tigers, Daisy Goklish averages 13.3 per game. She scores efficiently, plays within the offense, leads the offense usually when she's on the floor from her point guard position. Doesn't really force the issue. Brianna Lincoln, a consistent perimeter threat. Hayden Goggles contributes both offensively and defensively, as most of these Lander ladies do, but Hayden especially fun to watch in transition when Lander does need to push the tempo a little bit. We'll take a look at the Lovell Bulldogs after we step aside briefly, come back for tip-off in about 6 minutes here on 1330 KOVE, 107.7 FM, and streaming on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics Program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
Welcome back to Lovell High School for Saturday afternoon basketball here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com. Lander and Lovell girls and then the boys sets do battle here from the northern reaches of the state. Welcome back into the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. We took a look already here on the Porter's Tailgate Show at the number 2 ranked in the state, Lander Lady Tigers. How about the opponents tonight? Lovell bringing a very different feel to the floor. Bulldogs averaging about 53 points per game, allowing 21. Their identity is rooted in a lot of physicality, rebounding rather than pushing the pace. When Lovell plays well, they rebound well. They average 33.3 rebounds per game. That's one of the top marks in the state. 14 offensive rebounds per game as well, meaning second chance opportunities are going to be a major part of how they score when Lovell is playing at their best. Lovell doesn't need or necessarily want an up-tempo fast game. They want to grind those possessions, attack the glass, make opponents defend longer than they want to. And last night's loss to Pinedale doesn't necessarily change that identity either. If anything, it may reinforce it. In what was a 39-31 game, Lovell stayed competitive by doing the things that they do best. They lost by only 8 points to a very good Pinedale Lady Wranglers team. Key players for Lovell, the focal point is Brooklyn Clark, appears prominently in the rebounding numbers on the stat sheet. She gives a good presence, physical presence to the Bulldogs around the rim. You also see a lot of energy and effort from Avery Walker as well as Allie Walker, who both contribute on both ends. And a rotation that values effort possessions over quick shots is what I'm expecting that we'll see from the Bulldogs tonight. So Lovell's not going to blow you out of the gym necessarily with scoring runs, but they want to wear you down and win a game in the late third and fourth quarters. So what decides this one? Lander needs to take care of the basketball as always, keep that ball moving side to side, which typically they do a very good job of. Limit second chance possessions against a very good offensive and defensive rebounding team in the Lovell Bulldogs. For Lovell, they first and foremost want to win the rebounding battle. Haven't gone down the box scores game by game, but I bet that Lovell has not won a game this year in which they have been out-rebounded. So that's priority number one for them. Turn missed shots into extra possessions for the Bulldogs and keep the game in the half court. Try to hang in there with the number 2 ranked Lander Lady Tigers and try to make it a fourth quarter game. So two conference teams, 2 defensive identities, 2 teams that can score if they have to on runs. Should be a fun one. Lander Ladies, the lot on the line, trying to maintain their number 2 ranking in all of 3A girls basketball. Come back with a tip-off, including starting lineups, right after this here on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
It's time for Tiger Tip-Off.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Once again, welcome back to Lovell, Wyoming for a 3A doubleheader between the Lovell Bulldogs and the Lander Tigers. Lander's ladies set to do battle with Lovell momentarily, as you see here on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. We're going to start things shortly right after the national anthem, as I believe sung by a Lovell student. Let's listen in. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem is performed actually by a chorus choir here in Lovell. So with that, we'll wrap up the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. Starting lineups being introduced on the floor in front of us before tip-off. Let's run through those as well. We'll start with the Lovell Bulldogs. They start number 3, a senior, Becca Nichols. Allie Walker mentions her presence on the Porter's Tailgate Show. She is only a sophomore, wears number 12. So is Avery Walker, also just a sophomore, wears number 15. Those are two standout young underclassmen players for the Lady Bulldogs. Rounding out the starters for Lovell, Hannity Falcons, wears number 22 as a junior. And Brooklyn Clark, top scorer for Lovell, wears number 33. She is a junior. Lovell starters being introduced right now. Lander is waiting the tip-off. Starting for the Lander ladies tonight's typical starting lineup. No surprises from head coach Drew Powell. Number 0, Daisy Goklish is a junior. Brianna Lincoln starts as a senior. She wears number 5. Paisley Hollingshead wears number 23, a junior. Hayden Goggles, number 32, is a senior, as is Dagan Reinhardt, wears number 34, also a senior. So it's Goklish, Lincoln, Hollingshead, Goggles, and Reinhardt starting for your Lander Lady Tigers. Absolutely gorgeous Saturday. The best drive up you could possibly hope for after the first week of February from Fremont County all the way up here to the base of the Bighorns. Darn near Montana, but it's a site we got to get used to. This is going to be the host of regionals in not too far away. We're less than a month away, or about a month away from the regional tournament. It's Lovell's turn to host that this year, so Lander, as well as the rest of the 3A teams, are going to be right back here in about a month. Lander hoping to get a couple of wins and then punch their ticket to Casper. But first, we've got business to take care of against the host Lady Bulldogs. Tip is underway. It is won back by Paisley Hollingshead. And Daisy Goklish starts the offense for the Lander Tigers. Like the uniforms that Lander is wearing tonight. These are new this year, I think. Jet black, kind of a change in the font. Trimmed in green and white. The opening possession for the Tigers is tipped away and stolen. So one and done for Lander. And Lovell will have their chance. Lovell's wearing the more traditional home white, trimmed in blue. They'll start the offense from left side out to now swinging it right. Here's Brooklyn Clark, right side out. Started by Reinhardt there. Hand off to Falcons. Kick out into the right corner, near the right corner. Good ball movement for Lovell, taking their time offensively. Near travel, not called. Here's a 3 from right side out. That is no good. Offensive rebound in the putback by Brooklyn Clark. That is no good, though. Mentioned in the Porter's Tailgate Show how utterly important it is for Lovell to get that rebounding game going. They got a chance there, but the second chance putback was no good. There's a long 3 from the top of the key that ends up out of bounds, gets beyond a couple of would-be rebounders for the Lander Tigers. So a minute and a half in, or just over a minute in, should say. We are scoreless on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lovell inbounds against full court 2-2-1. Tigers try for a trap before the timeline. Bulldogs yet to clear it. Now they finally do. Set up their offense in half court. From the left side out. They'll try to skip it into the right corner instead, just to dump off to the left elbow. That's no good. Offensive glass on a rebound. Put back. That's no good. And we have a foul against, I think, Lovell on the rebound attempt. This will be our first foul of the game. Goes against the Bulldogs. Ended up getting Brooklyn Clark, the team's top scorer, for her first. Lander to inbound against a full court 1-2-2 that Lovell is showcasing, at least early on here. Goklish handles that, dribbles left, and now backs out. Daisy back up top of the key to Goggles. Goggles plays catch with Daisy. Goklish drives in left. Daisy draws a double team. Kicks a Brianna Lincoln, left elbow. She'll pull it back out. Good set defense here early from Lovell. Still scoreless here in the home of the Bulldogs. Daisy Goklish, nice bounce pass down low. That is finished by Hayden Goggles. First points of the game go to the Lander Tigers. 2-0 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lovell against pressure, will cross the timeline, has the ball stolen away by Brianna Lincoln. Lincoln pushing transition. Eyeing a passing lane down low. Gets to Goggles. Goggles with a skip pass right. Think that's Goklish diving in. She finishes the play. 4-0 Lander. There are a couple of nice possessions back-to-back. That was Daisy Goklish picking up her first bucket of the game. Lovell trying to answer. It's Clark, hangs, and then passes. Shot from the left elbow that won't go, and the rebound is come away with by the Tigers. Lander's done a great job so far early in the first on the glass. Lovell has had their defensive rebound opportunities, but Lander's been right there. Brianna Lincoln for three, right side out. That's no good. Long rebounds pulled down by Lovell. Hopefully that's the last time I do that today. Euro step in the lane, can't finish, and the rebound is ripped away by the Tigers. Not too far away from Powell. In fact, I wonder how many teams might end up staying in Powell for this Lovell regional tournament. It's a great athletic staff here in Lovell. Kind of a cool venue, but not a whole lot of hotel rooms to be had for all the teams, boys and girls in 3A, that will be up here in about a month. Be an interesting adventure. All part of regional basketball tournament play, though. Ball is tied up on the ensuing Tiger possession, so back to the Bulldogs with 4:34 and a 4-0 first quarter lead for the Lander Lady Tigers. Tigers have not backed off their full court pressure. They show it as Lovell does cross the timeline. Bulldogs looking for their first points of the afternoon. Drive in left side, spinning around. That is Walker, can't get that to go. Rebound pulled down by Dagan Reinhardt. Here come the Tigers in transition. You see what's there. Entry pass got away from Goggles, and now it's numbers the other way for Lovell. But the ball is stolen away nicely from behind. Effort to save it nearly results in a turnover. In fact, it does, but it's out of bounds to Lovell. Halfway through the first quarter, just 4 points on the board. They all belong to the Tigers, as Paisley Hollingshead, has a seat. That was Arnich into the game. We'll double check that. Drive in, looking for Lovell's first points of the game, and dropping those in is Becca Nichols. And once again, more pressure from Lovell as the Tigers are up 4-2 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. That's a 1-2-2 full court press that so far Lander hasn't broken on this possession. Now Goklish does across the timeline. Daisy's left side out, passes to her right. Now Brianna Lincoln has it. Entry pass off of the hands of Goggles, who says, my bad, to her teammate. Turnover back to the Bulldogs. So Lovell with a full court inbound, once again against 2-2-1 full court pressure, and a travel in the backcourt, kind of an unforced one. Brianna Lincoln was there on defense, but too many steps, relatively uncontested in that pressure, and the ball goes back to the Tigers. Once again, Lander on top by 2. Early action from Lovell. Got a doubleheader here for you. The girls followed by the boys with the same matchup. Boys looking to rebound after a loss in Worland last night. Lander ladies trying to maintain their number 2 ranking in the state after defeating the Lady Warriors. 3 from the outside's no good, but there for an offensive boards, Brianna Lincoln. She kicks it out right for a mid-range 2. That's no good. Stripped away by Lincoln on the offensive rebound attempt, and a jump ball is going to be called with the possession arrow staying with the Tigers. Lander's done everything but score some points here in this first quarter. They lead by 2, 4-2 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Hanging with the Bulldogs when it comes to rebounding. Good hands down low. On this inbound, it's Brianna Lincoln, who is ISO top of the key, backs out with 3 minutes to go in the first. With a Reinhardt screen, Lincoln finds a way to get the ball into the right corner. There's Goggles, who threw the ball behind a teammate. Dagan Reinhardt is there to save it. Nice play by Dagan to Brianna Lincoln. And a timeout. Good timeout's called by head coach Drew Powell. We'll take it with him. Back right after this here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
At Fremont Motor Companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate. It's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments. From turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
Lander basketball is on the air. With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Lander ladies set to inbound following a timeout from head coach Drew Powell. It's a good timeout to save possession after Dagan Reinhardt had done her job in saving the possession, but she was in not a great position to start the offense, and so Lander uses its first timeout. Now in the ensuing try for the Tigers, they'll work left to right outside. Backdoor bounce pass to Hollingshead, I believe. Let me correct that on my roster. The 13, that's Maddie Arnich, I believe. I'll straighten all that out and get that corrected for you. 13 has been typically worn by Arnich. That may be her. They're kind of a distant angle here from the press area in Lovell. Bulldogs with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. There's a three from the top of the key. That is good. And just like that, the Tigers have led throughout the first quarter, but Lovell has a 5-4 advantage after a three from the top of the key. Brianna Lincoln outlets it to her right and gets the ball back. It's Brianna Lincoln eyeing a three. Thinks better of that. Pass to Arnich. If anyone knows better on number changes than are on my roster, please let me know. I have Arnich at number 13. That doesn't look like Maddie from here. I'll check that in the chat if you have that information. Here's Brianna Lincoln driving in from the left side out. Left-handed layup is up and good, and the Tigers retake the lead, 6-5 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Bulldogs able to break the trap on that full court press, and they'll set up their offense from the top of the key. Crossover left side out is Falcons. And a kick out left. Driving in, hanging. Floater is up and no good from Walker. That's Avery Walker. Second chance, no good. Another offensive rebound attempt draws a foul. It's going to be Brooklyn Clark, I think, doing the dirty work down low with under a minute to go in the first quarter. Right now, the Tigers happen to lead by 1. So I'm checking the chat. Thank you for the feedback. Now, Daisy, I'm clear on. Daisy's wearing her typical number 0. I'm questioning number 13, but I will get clarification on that after the first free throw was no good. Might be Arnich. Tough to tell from our angle up high. Second free throw is good. Lovell has tied the game at 6 with 57 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Reinhardt back into the game with the inbound. She'll get it back. There's Daisy Goklish who gets it back to Dagan Reinhardt as the Tigers deal with this 1-2-2 full court pressure. Level's been pretty well executed so far in this game. Daisy has the ball, picks up her dribble, left side out. Skip pass from Brianna Lincoln from the top of the key to the right block. Hollingshead gets to Dagan Reinhardt. Dagan drives in, hangs, pass out left. There's a three that is good, left side out. Big bucket there from Alicia Oldman, or Alicia St. Clair. And the three counts, a whistle immediately after the bucket. Was a quick Tiger foul. Lander with good pressure off of the inbounds. Lovell able to handle it briefly, and then the ball is stolen away by Brianna Lincoln. There is, hanging in the lane, Daisy Goklish, who draws contact, can't finish it, but she's got a couple of free throws on the way. Daisy eyeballs the first one. It'll be 19.6 on the first quarter clock after the second. First one's good. Tigers on top 10-6 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lovell gets their top scorer back into the game among others. And the second free throw on the way from Daisy Goklish. That one is short, missed everything, and so back to Lovell. 10-6, Lander has done enough for this 4-point lead. early on. Been impressed by the full court press by both of these teams. You see Lander in their 2-2-1 off the ensuing inbound by the Bulldogs. Lovell breaks that better than most this time with a pass right side, 10 seconds on the first quarter clock. It's an entry, drive in. Now kick out right side, outside. That shot's no good. 3 seconds. Now 2 seconds remain in the quarter. Brandon Lincoln holds on to it, and that will be the end of the first, with the Lander Tigers on top of Lovell 10-6 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Back right after this in 60 seconds for quarter number 2 on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoors.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Start of quarter number 2. Lander Tigers on top of Lovell. Landers ladies up 10-6. Initial inbound by Lovell is stolen away. Here come the Tigers in transition, held up by Daisy Goklish. Thanks to, I believe, Nate Reinhardt in the chat for letting me know that 13 is still Maddie Arnich. Wearing 13 like she has all year, so I'll stop questioning that. 3 from Goggles, left side out is no good. Her hairstyle and my angle, I think, threw me off. Most of these sharp new this year road unis that the Tigers sometimes wear, which I like a lot. Entry pass down low. Won't convert to points for Lovell. So here come the Tigers in transition. Pass down low to Hollingshead. Paisley has it right side out. They'll reset to Goggles at the top of the key. She's drifting right off a Hollingshead screen, crosses back over. Hands the ball off. Left, now driving in. Goggles gave it up. Extra bounce pass. There's Maddie Arnich, who finishes the 2. Good ball movement by the Tigers on that possession. And they lead 12-6 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lovell able to break pressure quickly across the timeline. Bomb of a 3, low percentage shot won't go. Allows the Tigers transition. Errant pass for Paisley at her feet, but it's saved by Goklish. Arnich driving in. Extra pass down low. That's Paisley who was doubled down there, so Goggles resets the offense for the Tigers. Arnich to her left. Daisy Goklish. Left side out. Good set defense on this possession by Lovell. See if Lander can find a passing lane down low from the right elbow. Up to Arnich, top of the key. Give and get. Maddie spins in the lane and has that one tied up. Possession arrow stays with the Tigers with 6:04 to go in the second quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Slow offensive start in the first quarter for the Tigers, although they ended up just a little bit below their pace at the end of the quarter. It was a 4-0 and 4-2 game for about half of the quarter. Lander able to capitalize later in the first and looking for additional points to pile on here in the second. Doubled up Lovell so far. Defensive slugfest, as we told you it would be in the Porter's Tailgate Show. Between these two above average defensive teams. Floater in the lane. That is up and good. And a timeout quickly taken after Alicia St. Clair drops in a 2. Quick timeout. That one was taken by Lovell. So we'll keep it right here. Remind you that tomorrow on 1330 KOVE, for those of you over the air in Fremont County, Super Bowl. I'm not even sure what number are we up to. 60? Super Bowl 60 tomorrow. Coverage starts at 2 o'clock for those of you interested in the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks is the way it ended up this year, much to the chagrin of many Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos fans, but there it was. Guess I'll tune in. Just check out what's happening in that game. Should be two pretty stout teams. Speaking of defensive games, I think people are in for a surprise in that one. Lower scoring Super Bowl, which never makes anybody happy, but we'll see what happens. Coverage starts at 2 o'clock on 1330 KOVE. By the way, you can stream audio of that game through county10.com too by clicking on the radio tab and then KOVE. Out of the timeouts, Lovell basketball with under 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Lovell trailing Lander 14-6 now on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lovell running their set offense. Lander has done, if they've done one thing like the game plan intended, they've been just as competitive on the boards as Lovell has been, and that really takes the Bulldogs out of their rhythm. They want to run set offense. They want second chance opportunities. They don't want a fast break. They certainly don't want to run with Lander. And the Tigers have done a good job on the glass so far in this game with under 5 to go. Long possession here by the Bulldogs. So drive in on the right side, drawing a foul is Becca Nichols. See who committed that for the Tigers. They're going to end up with Hollingshead's first. And the first team foul either way here the quarter. Stop shot off of the inbounds, counts, and drawing a foul, heading to the free throw line, is, I think, Allie Walker, one of a couple of real standout sophomores for Powell. So the bucket is up and good, making it 14-8, and with a free throw coming from Walker. That free throw's too long. Rebound is pulled down by the Tigers. Lander with 4:45 to go in this first half, and a 14-8 lead on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Start the offense left side with Goggles. It's a wide open three that is good from Daisy Goklish. Big bucket from Daisy. Offensive sparks, 17-8 now on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. A lot of contact on this inbound. First one was not called, the second one was. This will be a defensive foul on the Tigers in that 2-2-1 full court press. A couple of subs into the game will be Reinhardt and Brianna Lincoln. Daisy Goklish has a seat with a hot hand after dropping the first three of the game for Lander. Lander in a touch of foul trouble here. They have 3 to Lovell's nothing in the second quarter. Bulldogs run their offense with a drive in on the right side by Nichols. Double team down there at the right block. Kicks it back up top of the key. Ball is lost by Clark. Stolen away by the Tigers. Lander thought about transition. Now holds up across the timeline. Set up their offense with under 4 to go in the second quarter. Goggles gets to Reinhardt. Now Brianna Lincoln left side out off a screen. Back to Reinhardt. Dagan finishes. It's a pretty offensive set play by the Tigers. 3:39 to go. Lander not letting off the pressure in full court. That 1-2-2. This is handled a bit better by Lovell. They cross the timeline, and Brianna Lincoln's going to pick up a cheap one. Slightly away from the ball. Not sure she was trying to set a screen there. Just kind of got tangled up with her offensive counterpart. Lincoln's first, but that is team foul number 4 for the Tigers. So double bonus the rest of the quarter for Lovell. If that transpires, no team fouls committed by the Bulldogs here in this quarter. Lovell with a foul advantage. See if they can capitalize on that. Cut into a 19-8 Lander advantage at the moment with 3:19 to go. Goggles with some strong defense up top. Nearly called for a foul, but was not. Bulldogs continue to cycle their offense from the right side out, back up near the top of the key. Looking for a backdoor that's well defended by Brianna Lincoln. She cut off Nichols. So now the Bulldogs have to reset everything. If you're a good set defensive team and you win the rebounding battle, it's going to be tough for Lovell. But here are a couple of free throws on the way as Goggles picks up a foul. Would have been a shooting foul anyway, but that's team foul number 5 against the Tigers. So a couple of free throws on the way, and again, double bonus the rest of the quarter for Lovell. First of 2 free throws is up and no good. I believe that's Clark at the free throw line. Liesel Edelman into the game for the Tigers. And the second of 2 free throws is no good. And an over the back call, I should say, is called against Lovell. No, this will be a lane violation first. I think that was Brianna Lincoln. I think she got in the lane early, so a bonus free throw for Lovell. High arcing free throw won't go. Strong rebound with a putback that is up and good. That's what Lovell does. When they're operating well, they're a good offensive and defensive rebounding team. Lander Tigers still up by 9. Tiger basketball. Brianna Lincoln with the ball top of the key. Pass right side out. Lincoln now gets it back. They'll cycle left side. Will the Tigers. Goggles gave it up, got it back. Now passes to her left. There's a 3 from the left side out. That is up and good from St. Clair. Trap gives Lovell some trouble at the half court, but they save the possession. Tigers now up by 12 with 2:12 to go in the second. Pass top of the key for an open 3. No good off the front of the rim, and Reinhardt tracks it down. Lander at the 2-minute mark up by 12 with the basketball. Goggles surveys her options. Looking for maybe a screen here from Reinhardt. She gets it, drives in just beyond the right elbow, then gets it off to her right. Brianna Lincoln's well defended right side out. Brianna drives in, gets back to Goggles for 3. That is no good, and the defensive board is pulled down by Lovell. Bulldogs set up transition. All the way coast to coast is Clark. Clark can't finish, though, and the layup's no good. Board is pulled down by the Tigers. Lander's done what they've needed to on the defensive glass to limit those second chance opportunities that Lovell lives and dies by. Really, at the end of the day. Minute 14 to go. Tigers up by 12. Goggles, I believe, driving into the right block. Now kicks it up to Reinhardt, top of the key. It's a pass to St. Clair for 3. She's feeling that. That is up and good. (25-10). Tigers on top, and a timeout taken by Lovell. Nope, timeout taken by Lander. Yeah, I think. It was indicated both ways. Regardless, we have a timeout on the floor. Back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Your home for Lander Tiger basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
And the timeout, Lovell inbounds. Lander leads by 15, 25-10 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. 50 seconds and counting remaining in the first half. Lander with a strong second quarter. Lovell in a hole heading into halftime. Desperate need some points before the intermission here. It's Owens who gives it up for the Bulldogs. Pass back out to the right to Nichols. She's guarded there by Goggles. 30 seconds remain in the second quarter. Pass up top of the key. Drive's taken away by Lincoln. 25 seconds remaining in the quarter. Crossover from Owens. Pass left corner. Nice crossover on Brianna Lincoln. There's a floater and a foul. A couple of free throws on the way. Dagan Reinhardt, I believe, is going to pick up another. Rare defensive miss from Brianna Lincoln. ISO there in the left corner. And I think it was Dagan, yep, picked up her second team foul. Would have been a shooting foul anyway, regardless. So 2 on the way. First one is no good, too strong off the back of the rim. One more coming for Lovell, who are trying to close this gap against the second-ranked team in the States. 25-10 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Tigers playing their second game, obviously in back-to-back nights. Defensive game against Worland and a victory last night just south of here. Second free throw is tipped out of bounds by Dagan Reinhardt, they're going to say. Back to the Bulldogs. Borderline must-score possession here for Lovell for momentum and gap narrowing purposes. Lovell on the inbound will throw it up top with 14 on the second quarter clock. Pass into the right corner, now right block with 9. Contact down low is not called. 6 seconds, now 5. Lovell will get up a 3 that's good if it goes. That is no good. And the rebound's pulled down by the Tigers. So Lander does what they need to in the second quarter to hold Lovell to an offensive stalemate, extends their lead to 15. 25-10 is your score after 2. Come back for the Y-Dot Buckle Up for Life halftime show. We'll recap this one, get you all set for the remainder of this game, and then the Lander boys to follow, who have a tough challenge of their own against the Lovell boys team, with a start time of that game expected to be about 4 p.m. for those of you wanting to join us for the boys as well. So, halftime, Lander ladies on top of Lovell, 25-10. We're back right after this for the Y-Dot Buckle Up for Life halftime show next on 1330 KOVE 107.7 FM and video streaming on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
Welcome back to Lovell High School. Halftime with the first two between Lander and Lovell. Here on the girls' side, the Lander ladies on top of the Bulldogs by a score of 25-10. Welcome into the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show, brought to you by YDOT, reminding you, seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. That's exactly what the Lovell Bulldogs are trying to do, just stay in this game as they trail Lander by 15. Very low-scoring opening quarter, especially the first half of that first quarter. First 4 minutes, we had a 4-0, then 4-2 game. Lovell actually took the lead twice in that early going in the first quarter. And then the second quarter was a lot more like it for the Lander ladies, holding the Bulldogs just a handful of points and then extending their lead to 25-10. Some individual scoring notes for the Lander ladies. Leading all scorers for LVHS, a freshman, Alicia St. Clair. She's been a ton of fun to watch, and you just never know when she's going to go off. She had 2 threes in that first couple of quarters to lead with 11 points. Daisy Goklish with 6 at halftime, and then a smattering of Lander Tigers with under 5. Dagan Reinhardt with 3. You had Brianna Lincoln with 3. Among others, notable scorers. By far and away leading all scorers is St. Clair with 11 points from the freshmen in that first quarter. Lander doing a good job of holding onto the ball off of both glasses. Offensive and defensive rebounding was good for Lovell. And we told you in the Porter's Tailgate show, that's what you have to do to beat the Bulldogs. They really don't want to run. They don't want to really extend possessions for too terribly long, especially if they're trailing in a game. ideally at all. This is kind of a 4 or 5 pass half-court possession team are the Bulldogs. And what they count on is getting that second chance opportunity with the misses. We're going to run down some of the stats before the game started, but this is a 30-plus rebound team per game in the Bulldogs, including about over half of those in offensive rebounds. And they got theirs. They got a few. But the Lander ladies did what they had to do to control the glass enough. Got that transition game going. Got a hot hand from their freshman, Alicia St. Clair, and just like that, the Tigers are on top by 15 points. 25-10 is your halftime score, with the second half just about a minute away. So we'll step aside one more time, come back for quarter number 3 here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
Welcome back to Lovell. Lander Tiger ladies on top of the Bulldogs 25-10. This has been the Wide Out Buckle Up for Life halftime show, reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. We are just about ready to go with quarter number 3 with Lovell to start, inbounding from the side right in front of us. Tigers with that nice 25-10 cushion. More of the same is, I'm guessing, what the message was in the locker room from head coach Drew Powell. Continue to control the glass, run your offense, take transition opportunities if they're there, and come away with a victory. Just don't allow this Lovell Bulldogs team back in. Lovell coming off a loss to a very good Pinedale team as they run their first set of the third quarter. Lander coming off a victory over Warlands. It's about halfway between here and Fremont County last night. There's a 3 from the top of the key. First shot of the third quarter is no good, and there's Brianna Lincoln with a big rebound. Control that defensive glass. That was a longer one that came right to Lincoln. So she'll start the offense after a pass to Goggles. Goggles back to Lincoln, left side out, and back to Hayden Goggles. Kicks it to Goklish, drives in, hangs in the lane. Little contact, no call, but she got it to go anyway. Daisy Goklish opens scoring for the Lander ladies, and the Tigers have not let off the gas on the defensive pressure. It's broken by Lovell. Bulldogs all the way down. Right block extended, now right side outside. They get their half-court offense set up. Here's a pass down low, turn around, that's good. Answer from the Bulldogs, 27-12 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard with 6:42 to go in the third. Daisy Goklish, after that bucket, has 8 points on the night for the Tigers. Pass back up top of the key. There's a 3. That is no good. Long rebounds over the back call on Dagan Reinhardt. Dagan picks up, I think that's 3 on her. First team foul either way. Excuse me, that's number 2 on Dagan Reinhardt. Gave her a bonus one there. No Tigers, I don't think, in individual foul trouble. Landers, a team, got in a touch of foul trouble a little early in the second quarter. Didn't come back to bite them too badly. So Lovell struggled from the free throw line in that second quarter. Long 3 is no good. There's an offensive rebound in the putback. That is what you cannot let Lovell do. A strong rebounding team, one of the better rebounding teams, especially for a relative lack of size and experience. A lot of underclassmen on this roster. Lovell can rebound. It's almost in their game plan to miss shots and get the second chance opportunities. Brandon Lincoln for three, left corner. That's good. Lincoln's first three of the afternoon. 30-14 Tigers on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Out of bounds. Back to the Tigers. Ball knocked out far side right in front of the Lovell bench. So Lander with a freebie. They'll start their offense left side right in front of their own bench. Daisy Goklish now has it right side out. Plays catch with Goggles. Goggles thought about an NBA range three. Instead, skip pass, Brianna Lincoln looking for another. That is no good from the right side. The rebound's on the floor, and it's taken away by the Bulldogs. Lovell comes away with it, and Lander without time, this time to set up any pressure. So it's a kick out right side out. Tigers up by 16 with 5 minutes just about to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs setting their offense with motion under the basket and up high. They'll settle for Clark up there, guarded by Paisley Hollingshead. Clark drives in, strong move, but the shot's way too much. And it's pulled down by Goklish. Daisy in transition. Daisy with a bounce pass to her left. Brandon Lincoln somehow didn't travel. Got it back up top to Goggles, who also avoided traveling. Lincoln's got it now, driving in left side. Dagan Reinhardt gets it back to Brandon Lincoln. Extra pass into the corner for Goggles, who resets things. Nope, bounce pass, extra bounce pass to Dagan Reinhardt down low. That's no good. Offensive rebound, strong one from Hollingshead. Brandon Lincoln, floater in the lane. That's no good. She got her own. Put it back up there. Instead, kick up top of the key. That shot is no good. And finally, Lovell comes away with a rebound and now has 2-on-2 the other way. Leaning in for a layup with a shot that's no good, and then some contact down low. This will be an offensive foul on Lovell, I think. That was our indication. After the initial miss on the transition layup, contact down low went against the Bulldogs. Don't often see that in that particular situation, but the Tigers are going to take it. With 4:14 to go, up by 16 in the third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Daisy Goklish across the timeline. ISO needs some help now as she picks up her dribble. Daisy with a backdoor pass. It's a beautiful pass just to save the possession. Ends up with Paisley Hollingshead, who floats one. She traveled. Paisley with too many steps before a shot that did not go regardless. So under 4 to go in the third quarter. Tigers 30, Bulldogs 14. Lander looking to maintain their number 2 status in the state after a win over Worland last night. The big win was the win over Pinedale. Was that a week ago on the road? Goklish drives in. 3A on the girls' side. We have some contact with a full court press, and they're going to get Daisy Goklish extending a forearm there, so Daisy picks up the foul. Below Cody, there are, I think it's fair to say, 4 or 5 teams really within shouting distance of each other for that number 2 spot. So much so, and this did not turn out to be the case amongst other voters, but myself and a few others, I felt like I had to put Pinedale out of the top 5 after they lost to Lander, just because everybody else had won. And that's no slight against Pinedale. Great team. This will be an over and back call against the Tigers, and so turnover back to the Bulldogs. But it goes to show in conference play in 3A how important these wins are. They're unimportant in the grand scheme of things because you got to get to regionals and you got to win your 2 games and then get to state. It doesn't matter how you get there or how many games you win to get there. But us in the media playing around with the polling every week, it's just really hard to distinguish between Lander and Pinedale and about 3 other teams after a Lander beats a Pinedale, which is not a bad problem to have. It's just a lot of attrition, kind of a lot of parity, rather. As the teams trade baskets here for a 32-16 Lander advantage. A lot of parity below Cody in 3A girls basketball within that top 5 conversation. Daisy Goklish driving in, drew a foul. A couple of free throws on the way from Daisy. And this is the venue right here in Lovell that Lander will come back to in about a month. Try to get their couple of wins to punch their ticket to Casper in what's been a very special season so far for LVHS. But anything can happen in March. First from Daisy is good. This will be a really fun atmosphere for regionals. Logistically, a bit of a challenge. I think we'll get to know all 3 of the restaurants here in town pretty well in about a month. But it can be done. Thermopolis did a great job hosting this tournament, 2 years ago? 3A regionals. I think lodging, hotel factors are going to be the biggest ones, I think, for all these teams coming in. Ball knocked out of bounds in the ensuing Powell possession, but the Lovell possession, but the Bulldogs will retain possession. Thinking about Powell's going to be where a lot of these teams are staying, I think, just down the road. Daisy Goklish on the steal, had it blocked. Brianna Lincoln's there for the follow. She can't get the shot back up, and a jump ball will be called. 33-16. Lander hanging on to a lead with 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Inbound for the Tigers then, following the possession arrow change. Here's a 3 from the left side out. That's a good-looking shot that won't go from, I think, St. Clair. Dagan Reinhardt fighting hard for the rebound down low. She has it stolen away, though. Lovell saves the possession. Time's becoming a factor for the Bulldogs with a 33-16 Tiger lead. 2 minutes or so to go here in the third. Drive in on the left side. Owens has that taken away. But a teammate is there with a follow. Lovell able to hang in with a 33-18 Tiger advantage. Goklish backs out. The handoff to, I think that's St. Clair driving in. Gets that one to go. Nothing about her says freshman. She's an amazing basketball player to watch. She should have, I think, 13 in the game, leading all scorers as a freshman. Ball knocked out of bounds, so back to the Tigers. Running an inbound from just in front of their own bench. Smattering of green shirts and sweatshirts making the drive up here on a Saturday afternoon. If you're going to pick a season to follow your team on the road, it's certainly been this season. Inbound to Goggles. Well, there's a lot of concern about the lack of snow, and rightfully so. The one benefit has been traveling with these basketball teams on dry, sunny roads. Shot is put up and blocked initially, but drawing a foul is going to be Maddie Arnich, who goes to the free throw line. She got a pass down low from Brianna Lincoln. Unable to go up with it cleanly, but was fouled in the meantime. So, a couple of shots are on the way from Arnich. Missed the first one. 35-18, Lander Tiger ladies on top of Lovell with 1:36 to go in the third quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander boys have a tough test coming up in the game after this one. That will start about 4 o'clock. Looks like we're on schedule for that. Maddie drops in a free throw, second of 2, and so 36-18 is your score. Tigers have not stopped the full court press when they've had time to set it up. That 2-2-1 is going to work here as the bounce pass gets out of bounds right about the timeline. So a turnover again by that Lander defense. It's amazing about them and the boys team too, talking about the Tigers. They can pull out that press at any point in the game, even if they've played like they have last night, a game the night before. They've been pressing this entire game, but if they ever just need to pull that out late in the game, they can pull it out like they've been running it, like it's the first possession of the game. Empty possession here for the Tigers as Bunny won't go. Back to Lovell, who is still within shouting distance, but running out of time with 1 minute to go in the third quarter, trailing 36-18 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Needing a good run here if you're a Bulldogs fan. Pass the left side, now backing out, and back up top of the key to reset the offense. Hessenthaler is checked into the game. Bounce entry pass is stolen away by Brianna Lincoln. 2-on-2 the other way. Extra bounce pass to Goggles in transition, gets that one to go. Hayden Goggles, as usual, tenacious in the transition game. Nice pass from Lincoln. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter, and a timeout taken, I think, by the Tigers. Nope, that's a Lovell timeout. We will step aside, take it with them. Back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
To Hampton Inn and Suites, Your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Watch Tiger and Lady Tiger varsity games all season on County 10's YouTube channel.
28 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Lander Tigers in control later in this game in Lovell. Lander Ladies up 38-18 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lovell able to break the Lander full court press as time winds down here in the third. They'll set up their offense from the top of the key. Hessen Thaler with a pass to her left. Now here's a three from the left side out. That's no good. Offensive rebound with a putback. That is no good. Taken back by the Tigers. 6 seconds. Now 5. Driving down the floor. Is that St. Clair driving in? No, that's Goggles driving in. Had the ball blocked out of bounds as time expired. And they're going to call it. They're going to call the third quarter anyway with one more still to go. It's 38-18. Tigers on top. Back with the fourth after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Modern Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Lander basketball is on the air. With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Lander Ladies on top of Lovell by a score of 38-18 as we begin the fourth quarter from Lovell High School. Glad to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon still here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com. Lander Ladies looking to hang on, notch another win in their belt, which would almost assuredly keep them at number 2 in the WyoPreps coaches and media poll. Entry pass down low is apparently tipped out of bounds by a Tiger, so it stays with Lovell. It is going to be a really fun regional and state tournament, regardless of who you're cheering for. Obviously, you want your team to win a couple here in Lovell in about a month, and then hopefully win a couple in Casper the weekend after that. But there are, talked about it earlier, on the girls' side especially, so much parity. Cody's kind of the big dog, and then below that, there's a lot of anything you can happen, including Lander, including teams like Pinedale, driving in from the right block with a shot that's no good, and Lander able to tie up the rebound. 7:14 to go in the fourth. Still a 20-point Tiger advantage. Now you're seeing some Bulldog pressure on the ensuing Lander inbounds. Lander deals with that with Daisy Goklish, and a bounce pass is just a little bit too far for Paisley Hollingshead. Gets out of bounds, back to Lovell. Here's some thoughts from head coach Drew Powell at the halftime of our next game. Appreciate head coach Powell coming up during halftime to give us kind of a post-game recap of what we hope to be a Lander victory. They are well on their way, 38-18 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. No points here in this fourth quarter, but time is ticking away for the Lovell Bulldogs. Running their offense from the left side out. Now back up top of the key. They'll swing it right. To the right corner with a bounce pass, entry pass to the right block. Double team, triple team down there. And an errant shot hits the top of the backboard. Paisley Hollingshead comes away with the rebound off of that. And Lander, you would think, would start to lengthen their possessions here, slow things down a little bit, unless a shot presents itself. Even in this situation, they're not afraid to shoot. So drive in from Goklish. That is no good. She got her own rebound, though. The kick out right side out. There's a three that's no good. And now here comes Lovell in transition. Transition ball gets away, leading to a turnover, so back to the Tigers. And Goklish sets things up on the right side out with 6 minutes remaining in the game. Goklish gets a screen from Arnich. Daisy is fouled as she puts up a shot. Are they not going to call that a shooting foul? They're not. I'm going to say that was on the floor. So no continuation granted there. That has been relatively consistently called this year. That might be a more extreme example with a foul occurring on that second step and the ball kind of already up in the air. Probably could have gone either way. So the only team foul committed either way there is Lovell's, and the Tigers have it. Running their set offense. Now they'll reset. To the right side is Edelman. Liesl Edelman with a nice pass to the right block and a good finish down low. That was Hollingshead who ended up with the bucket. 40-18 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Nice trap after the full court press. Lovell able to handle it momentarily anyway. They do break out of that with 5:21 to go in the fourth. So drive in, leaning is Walker, and Walker will have a couple of free throws on the way as she is fouled. Lander's first team foul of the fourth quarter. They lead 40-18 with 5:17 remaining in the fourth on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. A couple of free throws on the way for the Bulldogs. I have not seen this Lovell boys team yet this season. That's going to be, I don't believe I have. It's going to be something to look forward to in our next game. Lander Tiger boys have suffered a couple of real tough losses, including a Pinedale Warlands last night. Second free throw is knocked out of bounds. Ball stays with Lovell. That game scheduled for 4 o'clock should be right about on time for that with 5:16 remaining in the fourth as Lovell inbounds. Lander Tigers on the girls' side ranked number 2 in the state. It's been a fun, special season so far, and it's just getting to the good stuff now. Regional's about a month away. Hanging shot ends up out of bounds. This is the second chance opportunity. Ended up with a player with a foot on the baseline, so back to Lander. Score remains 40-18, and Lovell still showing some full court pressure. Goggles deals with that as she crosses the timeline. She's ISO there, so she drives in and drops back. Gets a screen there from Arnich. Maddie has it back and now passes to Goklish. Daisy, right elbow. No good. Good-looking stop, good-looking shot. She somehow got her own rebound, went right back to her off the tip by Paisley Hollingshead, and there's a three left side out from St. Clair, I believe, again. Of a whistle as Lovell crosses the timeline on their ensuing possession. 43-18 is your score. Daisy Goklish has picked up her third. 2 team fouls apiece for Lovell and Lander with 4:30 to go in the game. This may be one of the better examples on the girls' side of coming in with a relatively simple game plan and knowing what you had to do and executing it to this extent. Floater from the left block is no good. Lovell with another chance and drawing a foul on the putback, so a couple of free throws coming up for the Bulldogs. But by this point in the season, the scouting reports on all teams are pretty well set. Some, obviously, with different strengths and weaknesses, some easier to defend and exploit than others. For Lovell, it's pretty much out-rebound them. And if you can do that with this particular Lovell team that's still a little bit young and lacks a little size despite how good they are in the glass, if you can do that, you take away a lot of what Lovell likes to do, and that's really been as simple as it's had to be for the Tigers. Good job on the offensive and defensive glass. It is Brianna Lincoln getting an offensive rebound there. 43-18, Tiger basketball, and they have the lead. Goggles after the drive in, gave it up. Dagan Reinhardt now with the ball top of the key. Here's Brianna Lincoln. She's ISO up there off a screen. Drives into the right elbow. Has the skip pass into the left corner stolen away. Nice defensive set play there. But in transition, there's Paisley Hollingshead coming up with a turnover. Brianna Lincoln with a football pass down to the left corner that was on the money. Goggles, I believe, driving in, had a little bit of trouble on the handler. She might have just kept that going. But she saves the possession, and now it's Goklish right side off a screen. Back up top to Reinhardt, to Brianna Lincoln. Brianna Lincoln thought real hard about a three. She's got one make. She's 1 of 2 on this game so far, but passed it up. Here's Goggles. Paisley Hollingshead, backdoor cut, is fouled. A couple of free throws on the way for Paisley. Scrolling through the chat for those of you on YouTube. Oh, we have a viewer from India and Russia. Are you guys messing with me? Are you just having fun with the Olympic Games? Or are you really tuning in from different days of the week here? Your first free throw is good. If so, I appreciate it. Reminds me of a business trip I took in Phoenix with one more free throw on the way coming up. This is about a year ago. Sitting just in a restaurant in the middle of Phoenix wearing a Lander Tigers t-shirt. And I hear a voice behind me with a pat on the back. I turn around and the gentleman behind me says, "Go Wolverines," and then just keeps walking. That was very, very jarring. You're not expecting the rivalry in Phoenix, Arizona, of all places. But it goes to show that Fremont County is a lot bigger than it seems like sometimes. There's Brianna Lincoln for 3, left side. That's good. Brianna's got her second of the game. 47-18 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Brianna Lincoln comes up with a steal. Now a bounce pass down low, and the finish from, I think that's Goggles, dropping that in. And a timeout will be taken by Lander. Tigers pouring it on, taking a substitution timeout here, I think, 49-18. We're back right after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Lander basketball is on the air. With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
Lander Tigers in control, 49-18 in the first 2 from Lovell. The Lander ladies are getting the job done. Lander boys to follow with a scheduled 4 p.m. tip. Should be just about right on time for that. It's going to be a lot of fun and a big challenge for the Lander boys in this next game coming up, as we'll talk about. Wrap this one up first, though, as Lovell drives in and knocks the ball out of bounds. The air has gone out of the sails here in this first game for Lovell. Lander can coast, stay healthy, and come away with another victory on the road. This has been such a long stretch. We're almost done with it. A lot of contact at half court. The officials not even wanting to call a foul either way with the game the way it is, but you got to call that one. Speaking of staying healthy, that was a pretty good shot. Contact taken by St. Clair. She looks like she's going to be all right, though. Yep. St. Clair is still out there. In fact, has the basketball right now. Just took a pretty good bit of contact across the timeline. She'll pass off to her left with 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Number 2 team in 3A basketball, notching another victory. That road trip we started to talk about, I think it's 8 games in a row that Lander has been on the road. We're coming to the end of it. Valentine's Day, as a matter of fact, is our next home game, I believe. So that's what, next week already? Probably the Mountain View game. Much needed for the Lander Lady Tigers. And they have weathered this road trip very well. Boys head coach Stu Mullins made a great point about that. So we have a couple of free throws on the way for the Tigers and Edelman. First of which is no good. Front, back, hung and fell out. But Coach Mullins said it's worked out to our advantage when the schedule has been like this, because there are situations where you need that conference victory and you run out of conference games. And it's kind of nice, if you're going to pick, it's kind of nice to have those later games at home. Makes those slightly easier to win, usually. The Lander ladies have been undefeated away from home, with the exception of the Cody game, who remain ranked number 1 in the state. Lovell basketball, as we are under a minute 20 remaining. They'll try a 3 from the left side out. That's too strong. Rebound is knocked out of bounds and stays with the Bulldogs. That was St. Clair, who was right there on the rebound but couldn't bring it down. She's played a lot of minutes in this game. She's played a lot of minutes in most of the Tigers' recent games as a freshman. Off the inbound, quick 2 for the Bulldogs. Brings their total to 20, so it's a 29-point Tiger lead. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. Edelman driving in, kicking out. Now back up top. See Riley Speece into the game for the Tigers. A couple other Lander ladies you don't see as often. Mackenzie Fixter with the ball, now has it back. Pass up top to Speece. Junior gives it up. And a travel is going to be called against Edelman, right about the left elbow, with 39 seconds remaining in the fourth. I don't know how I had the score wrong, but the score on the scoreboard, we're going to go with that, is 50-20. 50-20 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, with 30 seconds remaining in the game. Bulldogs trying for a late 2. Mid-range 2 is a little bit too strong. Offensive rebound with a putback. Some contact, no call at this point in the game, though, and a jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow is going to stay with Lovell. And 22 seconds on the clock. Inbound right into the lanes, knocked around a bit. Clean block from behind. And a foul on the second chance opportunity for Lovell. A couple of free throws on the way with 16 seconds remaining. Brianna Lincoln coming on big in the second half. Hayden Goggles has been good in transition. What else is new? And Alicia St. Clair had 11 points at halftime as a freshman in this game. Slow-moving first half of the first quarter, and since then it's been a lot more like it for the Lander ladies. They will break 50. And the second free throw is good. 16 seconds, now 15 remaining in the game. Lander can run out the clock if they so choose. We'll start on the left side with 10 seconds remaining. Now a pass to the right with 5. This will be a drive in, trying to add on is Edelman. She won't make the layup, and the Lander Lady Tigers will stay the number 2 ranked team in 3A girls basketball with a 50-21 victory over the Lovell Bulldogs. Stick around for the Bailey Tire Pros postgame show, and then we'll get you reset for the second half of our Lovell Lander doubleheader. Lander boys taking on a real stout Bulldogs team. Coming up next, stay streaming right on the YouTube channel. And we'll have game number 2 for you over the air back in Fremont County as well on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
On Motor Companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate, it's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments, from turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we believe every floor tells a story. As a family-owned business with deep roots in Fremont County, we don't just sell flooring. We create personalized solutions for your home. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwood, our expert team guides you through every step. Scan the QR code to learn more. Transform your space with confidence. At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we're here to wow you.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics Program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
Welcome back once again to Lovell High School. Game one of our doubleheader complete with a 50-21 Lander Tiger ladies victory over the Lovell Bulldogs. This is the Bailey Tire Pros postgame show. Bailey Tire, proud to support our local athletes. Full-service tire and auto shops at 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. Convincing victory as the Lander ladies close out Lovell very well. Slow start to that game. It was 4-0, 4-2 with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lander offense a little bit slow to get going, and it was more of a consistent Lovell presence that we were kind of expecting if they were going to stay in the game. And then Lander, from the end of the first quarter on, just kind of ran away with the game, put up a bunch of points in the second quarter, and just poured it on in the second half and took advantage of Lovell's inexperience. And basically, as we mentioned several times during the broadcast, not to belabor the point, but Lander just out-rebounded Lovell. And if you do that to the Lovell ladies, they're going to have a tough time. But also just an all-around good defensive performance from Lander, irregardless of the rebounding kind of game plan coming in. A 29-point conference win is a defensive statement. I mean, it really doesn't matter who you're playing. That's the game you're supposed to win and the margin that you're supposed to win it by, frankly. Holding a conference opponent to 21 points is a defensive performance. This is a Lander team that had allowed 38 points per game, so well better than their average. And scoring 50 while allowing 21 tells you this is not about speed or transition. This was not a shootout transition game. This was Lander doing over 4 quarters what they wanted to do, assist-heavy, half-court style of play. They're more and more comfortable, are these Lander girls, with games in the 40s and 50s. I think they've kind of found their groove there, and we'll see how that holds up in regional and state tournament play, obviously. But when it comes to this long conference road trip stretch and playing 2 games in 2 days, both of them again on the road in New Orleans and here in Lovell, you got to control what you can control. And Lander has got into that, pretty consistent 40, 50 point groove. And as long as your defense is on point, can hold teams to 30, 35, or in this case, 21 points in a game, that's going to work out well for you every time. So Lander gets the victory, will all but certainly remain ranked number 2 in 3A behind the Cody Phillies. And we'll move on to the final stretch of our road trip. Or are we back home next week? I have to pull up our schedule. I'm just so used to just assuming the next game's a road game. I know Valentine's Day is officially our next home game. So we will do that prior to the boys game, just so we know where we're going. But the Lander ladies get it done. Good performance over 4 quarters from LVHS. Lander boys have a challenge in these Lovell Bulldogs, and we're going to transition to the Porter's Tailgate Show to tell you all about that coming up here in just a couple of minutes on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
And once again, pleasant good afternoon on this Saturday from Lovell, Wyoming. We bring you back into Lovell High School for Game 2 of our doubleheader between the Lander Tigers and the Lovell Bulldogs. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. So again, of course, a conference matchup for the Lander boys as it was for the girls. Two programs that play very different styles on the boys' side. Both, when they're playing well, bring consistency, experience, physicality. especially when the calendar flips to February. Lovell enters tonight as the number 1 team in 3A boys basketball off a statement conference win. Lander is going to have to get right quick after a loss to Worland last night. We'll take a look at last night's results first. It was Lander falling to Worland 57-52 in a tight physical game, decided in the last couple of minutes. Really tough loss. Lander had chances late, couldn't quite close. Meanwhile, Lovell delivered one of the more dominant performances of the season. They beat Pinedale 65-27. That is not a poor Pinedale boys team either. It's a Lovell team that didn't just defeat Pinedale. They controlled every phase of the game in their last win. From the season numbers, Lander, one of the more balanced teams in the state, 64 points per game, allowing about 54. Shooting-wise, Lander's about 45% from the field as a team. They're especially effective inside the arc, 52% on 2-point attempts on the season so far. Rebounding for the Tigers, steady. It's not so much overwhelming on the stat sheet. Defensively, they're solid, blue-collar, you might say, but not necessarily flashy. Last night's 5-point loss kind of fits that profile. Competitive, controlled, falling just a little bit short. Lovell has been one of the more consistent teams in all of 3A all season. The numbers back it up. Their scoring differential is 64 points per game, allowing 42. Lovell shoots as a team 46% from the field. They rebound at a very high rate, dominating the rebounding margin. Defensively, Lovell holds opponents to 35% shooting. That's more impressive, I think, and more telling than the 64-42 scoring margin. They hold opponents to just about a third from the floor as a team. And Lovell doesn't necessarily need to rush either. They just wear you down. Kind of what the Lander ladies just did to the Bulldogs. That's what Lovell's boys are going to try to do to Lander. So 3 big things to watch tonight. You got back-to-back games. Both teams playing. Lander playing last night. Close game, tough loss. That Worland gym, for whatever reason, over the last 3 years has been really tough on both Lander teams, but especially the Lander boys. And again, another deflating loss in Worland last night. Control the paint would be another thing to look for in this game. Lander scores efficiently inside, and that's what Lovell's going to want to take away. And Lovell is elite on the glass. So if Lander wants to be in this game in the fourth quarter, got to limit second chance opportunities. Kind of similar to the same game plan that the Lander girls had. Control the rebounds, limit second chance opportunities. Lovell's boys and girls are not quite the same team offensively. The boys don't rely as much on second chance opportunities as the girls do. So for Lander to win and stay in this game, and they have played with teams like Douglas, who are ranked number 2 in the state, you got to slow the game down, value possession, shoot well inside the arc, don't settle for 3-point shots if you fall behind by 8 or 10 points. Continue to run the process. Lovell just wants to play the brand of basketball they've been playing all season long. Control the glass, force turnovers, defense into offense, especially early. And that would put a lot of pressure on the Tigers. So watch out for this first quarter, especially for Lander. If they can come out and make a bit of a statement and be within shouting distance or even have a small lead after the first frame, Lander's going to be in an interesting spot. So it's a tough challenge, there's no doubt about it, but it's February. In 3A conference basketball, anything can happen anywhere on any given afternoon. See what happens for us here in just about a minute. Get your starting lineups and tipped off coming up next here on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
It's time for Tiger Tip-Off.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
With coverage of today's games, here's Scott Fuller.
All right, set to go from Lovell High School. Starting lineups are being introduced for Lander. We're going to have to get these on the fly. I don't have them ahead of time, so we have Caleb Andrews, Finn McFadden, Darian Herford, Noah St. Clair, and Pax Hollingshead. Typical starters for Lander boys head coach Stu Mullins of Andrews, McFadden, Herford, St. Clair, and Hollingshead. He had not given those to us in advance, and I was wondering, does he have a trick up his sleeve? Are we going to see something a little bit different? But no, it's Andrews, McFadden, Herford, St. Clair, and Hollingshead. Starting for the number 1 ranked Lovell Bulldogs, Matthew Newman is a senior, wears number 1. Owen Edwards, also a senior, wears number 5. Senior heavy lineup for Lovell continues with Owen Walker, wears number 10. Kyle Wilson, number 55, is a senior. And Kason Anderson, the only non-senior in the starting 5 for the Lovell Bulldogs, wears number 12 as a junior. Special year for the Lovell Bulldogs because of all these upperclassmen who have been playing together for 4 years. They are no strangers to the state tournament over those years. It's been a little bit for Lander to get back to Casper. That's what they're trying to do. First thing they're trying to do is rebound from a loss to Worland last night. In Worland, tough loss on the road. With that, starters introduced. We are set to go from Lovell. This has been the Porter's Tailgate Show, brought to you by Porter's Mountain View Supply, your one-stop shop for grills, spas, stoves, pellets, and more. Porter's, a proud supporter of Fremont County athletes. And the opening tip is going to be one back to the Bulldogs. Lovell receiving nothing but first-place votes in the latest WyoPreps coaches and media poll. They'll start with a feed down low and a finish. Quick 2-0 for the Bulldogs. Big first quarter here for the Lander Tigers. Try to keep pace with the best team in the state, according to the polls. Hollingshead gave the ball up to Herford. It's Finn McFadden diving in with the answer for 2. So 2-2, 30 seconds in on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Glad to have you with us over the air back in Fremont County on 1330 KOVE. Darian Herford tipping the ball out of bounds. Guarding Matthew Newman, the senior. If Matthew Newman has not met Darian Herford yet, he's going to remember him. Darian Herford is a tough on-ball defender. Here's Newman driving right by him this time, though. Knocked out of bounds off of the layup miss. And it remains Bulldogs basketball. Herford's been a lot of fun to watch, usually guarding, depends on the night, but the best ball handler or the 1 or 2 guard for the teams that he's been facing. Driving in with a layup and the finish. Lovell back on top, 4-2, and this is thrown away in transition from the Lander Tigers. Trying to hurry down the floor. St. Clair had to pass a little bit too far in front of him. So you're going to see full court pressure, at least initially, for a lot of these possessions from the Lander Tigers. Fairly easily broken. Pass down low is up and good. In transition from the right side, Caleb Andrews is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a couple. Good job by the Lander Tigers to stay in this punch for punch so far. Only a minute into this game, a minute 8 seconds to be exact. 6-2, Bulldogs on top. But Andrews has a chance for a couple of free throws. First of which is good. 6-3 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. And one more on the way from Andrews. That is good. Lander still showing full court pressure. Dribbled through, and a pass to the right side. It's Anderson. Ball finds its way to Newman at the top of the key. Pass right side to Caden Anderson. He has ISO there looking for a screen. Pass down low is high, but taken in by Owen Walker. Back to Anderson. Drives in from the right elbow. Stops in the lane. Kick out left corner. There's a three that is no good. And the rebound's pulled down by the Tigers. In transition. And with a block at the rim of Finn McFadden, who got up. Ball ends up to Caleb Andrews for three. That shot is no good. I think Finn was surprised by that block, but it looked clean from here. And now Lovell in transition draws a foul. 6-4 Bulldogs on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, and a couple of free throws are going to be on the way from Owen Edwards. They're going to get Hollingshead for the foul, his first. Head coach Stu Mullins is asking about the play at the other end, about maybe a foul or a possible goaltend, but he got his answer pretty quickly, and he may still be going at it about a goaltend there. Second free throw also good, so it's 8-4, Bulldogs on top. Landers setting up their offense for one of the first times in the first quarter here. Give it up to St. Clair at the top of the key, now to Hereford. Hereford off the St. Clair screen. St. Clair gets it back, left block extended, now spinning in the lane. Kick into the right corner, extra pass up top. St. Clair with a pump fake, spin in the lane. Hangs with the right hand, some contact, maybe no call. Could have been a clean block. No whistle either way. And the Bulldogs have the basketball back. They'll start right to Edwards. Owen Edwards, skip pass, beautiful pass. All the way across the play for three. That's up and good. 11-4 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Tiger basketball, they trail. McFadden kicks to Andrews. Here's Hereford. Thought about a three. Drives in. Hangs. Tough angle with the left hand. That won't go. And the rebound's taken down by Lovell. See how long this Lovell basketball team is. You get a good look, and the other defenders start closing in. You have to change your angle, change your shot trajectory, and it's just a nightmare. Extra pass down low. The finish is up and good. Tigers want a timeout. We'll take it with them back right after this with the Tigers trailing Lovell 13-4 on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Life happens, and sometimes it leaves a dent. At Northside Body Shop in Lander, we meet by accident, but we fix your vehicle with purpose. From minor dings to major collision repair, our expert team gets you back on the road and brings your car back to its original beauty. Trust the specialists who treat every vehicle like a classic. Northside Body Shop. Come see us at 323 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Lovell Bulldogs on top of Lander 13-4 early going here in the first quarter. We have 4:54 to go, so approaching halfway through the first. Lander out of their own timeout will have possession of the basketball right into a half-court trap. St. Clair is dealing with that with Finn McFadden. Pass to Hollingshead right side out. Packs to Andrews. Andrews back up top. There's Finn. Kick out. Left side. Packs for three. That's no good. Offensive rebound is there for the Tigers, but it goes out of bounds. Stays Lander basketball. .433 showing on the first quarter clock. Lander trailing by 9. Hollingshead gets it right back off of the inbound. Excuse me, that was McFadden off the inbound. Now Finn has it back. Picks up his dribble, top of the key, pass to his right, and a travel. They got Caleb Andrews for too many stutter steps before the pass on the right side. They'll almost have to play a perfect game against these Lovell Bulldogs. Seeing just how effective they are all around in the early going of this one. Landers doing what they can to stay in there punch for punch. Lovell, though, up by 9 now with possession of the basketball. You have, I think, Clark up top. Now pass to Newman. Newman is ISO there, guarded by Hollingshead. Gets it up to Owen Walker. It's Anderson who stops, fires, too short. Ball is free under the basket on the rebound, still free. And it's picked up by the Tigers. Trying to turn something into transition is Andrews. Caleb finishes the layup. 13-6 now. Lovell on top, Bulldog basketball. Start their offense with Walker. To the free throw line, picks up his dribble. Entry pass down low to Wilson. Wilson double team, puts it up, in off the glass. There's just not a whole lot you can do about Owen Wilson down low. And it doesn't get any easier for the rest of the lineup when you look at Lovell. Nice backdoor pass and a finish. Good assist there from Finn McFadden. 3:12 to go. 15-8. Tigers trail. Lovell basketball. So it'll be Walker driving in. Kick out. Left side out. Back up top to Newman. That's well defended up top by Finn McFadden. There's a drive in on Andrews. Hang, count it, and one. There was a foul that was called. Let's see who the foul is on. It was a shooting foul, I think. They have not counted the bucket yet. Yeah. So you should count the bucket and get the free throw. That's what it looked like to me. That's what they will say. 17-8. Anderson drew the foul. Now he's got a free throw on the way. Tigers' second team foul the first quarter. Lovell has committed one, under 3 minutes to go, with an Anderson free throw on the way. Bulldogs by 10. Lander starts this offensive possession on the right side out. Ball ends up to St. Clair. St. Clair hangs with the left hand, got his own miss, puts it back up, got it to go and one. Pretty play from Noah St. Clair. Fighting under the basket off of a miss of his own layup, put it back up and in, and a free throw is on the way. Cuts the deficit to 8, pending that free throw. Noah St. Clair has grown into a more all-around basketball player as the season has gone on. On the defensive end, in particular, it's almost like he had to realize that for himself through performance, and seeing him become a lot more of a threat. Already was a threat for the Lander Tigers. It's just getting better as the season goes on. Lean in shot's no good. Taken in by Andrews. In transition, Tigers have an opportunity, but it is St. Clair, I think, off the front of the rim there. Missed the layup, one and done in transition. Good look. Tough body position as he gathered the long pass down the floor. Ball's on the floor, under the basket, on the Lovell possession, and a timeout. No, a jump ball. No, you usually see a timeout from Lander's bench in that situation, but instead a jump ball brings the possession back to Lovell. Coach Mullins, having taken a timeout already, might be thinking he's possibly going to need those in the second half. We certainly hope he'll need those in the second half. Would probably mean Lander's right in the game in the fourth quarter, but he'll save it there. Possession arrow was going back to the Tigers anyway, so Finn McFadden with a kick out right. Quincy Gwynn has checked into the game for the first time. He gets to McFadden. Quincy has it. Pump fakes. Back to Finn. Gwynn, fake to drive in again to McFadden. Pass to Hollingshead, and Finn gets it back. Playing catch with 1:40 to go. McFadden drives in the lane, kick out. Here's Andrews now. Then one more pass to Hollingshead right side. Quincy Gwynn has it. Now back to Pax. Hollingshead to Gwynn. Long possession here for the Tigers. Gwynn drives in to split the defense, has the ball tipped away and stolen. Here comes Lovell in transition with a layup that is no good. Late whistle on the layup attempt means a couple of free throws are on the way for Lovell. I did think it was a foul, a little hand in the back push there, but the whistle was just a touch late. So Landers had pesky fouls early in that they've all been shooting fouls called against them. Newman's got 2 free throws. First is good. 19-10, Lovell Bulldogs on top on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Things settling down a little bit, and I don't hate where Lander is at in this game. They do trail by 9, but the initial flurry seems to be gone. Maybe from both teams, things have settled down just a little bit. Got to make your shots. Still have to play a perfect game against a team like Lovell, but they're still in the building, are the Tigers. Finn McFadden, the pass to his right. There's Gwynna. Quincy kicks to his right. And now back to Finn, top of the key with a minute to go. Really stagnant half-court offense, frankly, from the Tigers. Not a whole lot of movement away from the ball. There's an entry pass to the left elbow to Andrews. Now Quincy Gwynna lines up a 3 right side out. That's no good. Offensive rebound finds its way to, I think, McFadden. Gwynna kicks up to Andrews. Now pass left. Extra pass down low. Maybe one too many as it was stolen in the lane. Here comes Lovell in transition with a layup that goes. 22-10. 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Andrews starts in, now gets to Gwynna. Keep an eye on the time. Entry pass down low to McFadden. Got to go up there. He does. Low contact, no call. And ends up a turnover for the Tigers. 1 and done with 13 seconds remaining in the first. Lovell trying to respond with a 3 left corner. That's no good. Rebound is free. Comes down to a white jersey. Lovell with a chance at this with 3 seconds and now 2 seconds. Here's a 3 dead on top of the key. That is good. That's what the Bulldogs needed. 25-10 after 1 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Back with quarter number 2 right after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Your home for Lander Tiger basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Start of the second quarter from Lovell. Second game of our Lovell-Lander doubleheader. Lovell Bulldogs ranked number 1 in 3A boys basketball. They lead the Lander Tigers 25-10 after a flurry of points in the closing minute of the first quarter. Well, Lander wasn't in terrible shape there, and then you get 5 quick points from Lovell. Errant pass nearly goes out of bounds in front of the Lander bench, but it is saved as the possession, so Lovell retains possession of the basketball. They'll kick one out left side out. Some contact there against St. Clair, no call. Entry pass down low to Wilson, kicks out, 3 right side out, that's good. Well, if Lovell's going to get hot from outside, 2 consecutive threes from the Bulldogs, that's going to be a longer evening for the Tigers. We'll try to claw back into this game with a pass down low to Paxton Hollingshead, who is called for an offensive foul. And I don't, that one surprised me because it didn't appear he had time to commit a foul after he got the pass, but they do call, the official was right there, 2 feet away, called that. Effectively a turnover back to Lovell, and Lander picks up its first team foul of the second quarter. Lovell with 0. Double team in front of the Lander bench leads to a turnover nearly. That's beautifully saved by the Bulldogs. They keep the possession alive. A nice play from Matthew Newman. Here's a kick out right side out. Anderson for 3. That is no good. Back iron. The rebound is pulled down by Caleb Andrews. Here comes Lander in transition for the moment down the floor. It's Finn McFadden who passes it to Herford. Gets it back. Kind of an errant pass into the lane. Lands in the lap of a Lovell Bulldog. So here comes a Lovell in transition. Nearly a travel. Not called. Kick into the right corner. It's Edwards who thought about a three twice, instead kicked to left. Entry pass down low to Wilson, up and in. See that number 55 in white, pretty unstoppable. Lander's been doing a good job double teaming him when he's been in the game, but I mean, good luck. I'm not sure what you do with him. Andrews has the ball tipped away, out of bounds, stays. Oh, they're going to say that's off a Lander. I think they might think about this. Oh boy, no, they're not. They're going to keep it with that call, so it must have been tipped out by Andrews. And Lovell gets the basketball back up by 20. 6:23 to go in the second. Bulldogs will start with Edwards on the right side. Plays catch with Newman. Back to Edwards. Newman's got a three, left side out. No good. Long rebound is pulled in by Herford. Herford crossover in the lane, hangs. May have been some contact, no call. Darian Herford probably started that move too far away from the basket. Lovell the other way, driving in. Newman up and under. What in the world? Silly move from Newman, and a timeout is taken by Lovell, I believe. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him back after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Lovell Bulldogs on top of Lander in the second game of our doubleheader, 32-10 here in the boys' side on this Saturday afternoon, approaching the evening hours from just south of the Montana border. Lovell showing why they are the best team in 3A boys basketball. Lander doing a good job here and there, especially in that first quarter, hanging in, but a flurry of points at the end of the first, and now Lovell just scoring from outside, from inside. Lander trying to stay in the game. It is Tiger basketball. This will be a kick out left side to Romer. Romer gets it back up to Andrews. Back to Romer, may as well take that. We're giving it to you. Instead, pass down low to St. Clair. Strong power move, draws a foul. A couple of free throws coming from Noah St. Clair. 32-10. Lovell on top currently. It's going to be the first team foul, or first foul on Jackson Clark into the game for Lovell. First team foul for Lovell in the quarter. First free throw from St. Clair is good. Lander's going to get Coulter Heichlia into the game for the first time. St. Clair's second. No good. Rattles out. Lander's there for the offensive rebound, though. Kicked out to Heichlia. Avoids pressure from behind. Now kicks to Finn McFadden. Finn is double teamed there. Pass down low, goes out of bounds. Miscommunication there between Romer and I think Hollingshead on who was cutting where. So it's thrown away. Lander showing that 2-2-1 pressure once again. Is broken by Lovell. They'll set up their offense with Newman. This Lovell team, I can't tell you how many times I've covered their games in Casper over the last several years. I mean, these guys have just been playing together for their entire careers, and now they've got that magic season where they're all seniors. Real tough team to play against. Still Bulldog possession as they kick up top of the key to Anderson. Anderson feeds down low. Working hard as Walker puts it up and in. Tigers trying to chip into this lead, break a bit of a scoring drought here. Finn McFadden. Good job by Heichlia not to give it back to him. Romer instead on the left side. It's going to be St. Clair driving in. St. Clair picks up his dribble. Back out to Romer. They'll reset with 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Now timeout's taken by Lander. Coach Stu Mullins wanting to talk it over We'll take a timeout with them back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Back here in Lovell, out of a Tigers timeout with 4:05 remaining. In the second quarter, Tigers trailing the Bulldogs 34-11 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander just looking for some points at this point. Romer has the ball in the left corner. This will be up to Heiklea. Heiklea driving in all the way across the right elbow to the right block, lays it up and in. Nice play by Coulter Heiklea to break that Tiger scoring drought. Lovell looking to answer with a runner. Some contact there, no call from the left block. The shot is no good. The follow is no good. The second chance attempt draws a foul. For those of you in Fremont County listening over the air, specifically in the Riverton area, please be aware of the fire situation. It's been ongoing throughout the afternoon. We have continuing coverage at County10.com. There are now evacuation orders that are in place. You can find all the information at County10.com, getting that updated as we speak, and also just stay by your phone for any emergency correspondence that you might receive alert-wise. Certainly hope everybody on the Riverton side of Fremont County back home is safe and sound. Once again, continuing coverage at County10.com. Romer took a three that was no good from the left side out, and in transition, the ball is nearly lost by Lovell, but they'll regain it, put it up and in, count it, and one. 3:18 to go in the seconds. Lovell starting to run away with this one, up by 35-13 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. A sub in for the Bulldogs. Free throw is up and good. So after the two made free throws, 38-13 is our score, with 3:18 to go in the first half. Lander Tigers looking for points. Hollingshead to Romer. Now back up top to Finn McFadden. Finn, nice crossover there into the left elbow area, turns around into the lane. Extra bounce pass to Pax. Kicked up. Heiklea thought about a three. Drops in. One more pass from Hollingshead. I think that got it to go. Excuse me, that was Brenner Coleman, I think, on the bucket. And then Lovell scoring at the other end. So 40-15, our current score with 2:40 to go. Here's a three from Heiklea, right side out. That is out of bounds. I think it stays Lander basketball as it fell right on top of a Lovell player, the ball did, on the rebound attempt. Just knocked out of bounds. Tigers on the inbound. Be a bounce pass turnaround. Hollingshead on the inbound, no good. A little bit too strong. Not sure he knew exactly where he was on the floor. And in transition, Lovell has a layup that doesn't go, and a quick foul called against the Bulldogs. It's going to be their second team foul of the second quarter. With 2:22 to go in the first half. Lander Tigers, 2:17 to go, trailing 40-15 to the top team in the state. 3A boys basketball. There's Finn McFadden, I think, driving in. Extra bounce pass to Pax down low. Back up top to Andrews. Andrews gave it up left. Here's a three from the left side out. That is Nolan Post up and good for three. How about Post dropping one in? Minute 49 in the second, 40-18 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Pass up top as Lovell runs their offense. Good set defensive look here from the Tigers. St. Clair, tenacious D. Entry pass is tipped away briefly, followed with a hang that somehow goes in. Lovell's just getting those crazy shots to go in all afternoon long. Back to the Tigers. As Post drops it off. Edwards gave it up. Or Andrews, excuse me. Nice behind the back pass from, I think it was Finn McFadden to Hollingshead, who had the ball blocked on the shot. Behind the defender's back, rather. Lander's going to get Heiklea, I think, back into the game. Or Romer. I think that's Romer. Hairstyle's tough to tell between number 2 and number 3. I think he's coming in for St. Clair, so we got that sorted out. Minute 13 to go in the second, 42-18. Bulldogs on top of LVHS from Lovell. Lander inbounds. Bounce pass to Romer. It's kicked out right side out and pulled back. Post, who has a 3 in this game on the last possession, now swings it to the right side. And Caleb Andrews to Post. Post entry pass. Andrews thought about diving in, thought about a 3, instead passed to his right. It's Finn McFadden with a floater that's no good. And out of bounds on the rebound goes back to the Tigers. Under a minute to go. .6 seconds remaining in the first. Off of the inbound, counted and one. I think that's Andrews. Caleb Andrews dropping one in. Nice looking inbound play there. Might want to keep that one in your back pocket for future games. 48 seconds. And one free throw after the make from Andrews. Free throw is a little too strong, and the rebound's pulled down by the Bulldogs. Lovell working their offense with under 40 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sam Myers in off the bench for them, passed the ball to his right. Now back up top of the key. Newman was guarded by McFadden. Now diving in is Edwards. Turnaround shot that goes. Lovell is not missing. 44-20 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Lander with the basketball and 15 seconds remaining in the half. Trying to work the ball in the lane with Finn McFadden with under 10 to go now. Back to Finn with 7. Finn crossover left side out, spin move, left elbow, all the way across the lane. Extra pass, ball's on the floor with 1 second remaining, and that is the end of the first half. 44-20 is your halftime score. Lovell Bulldogs on top of Lander. Back with the Wydot Buckle Up for Life halftime show in just a moment here on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
At Fremont Motor Companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate, it's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments, from turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we believe every floor tells a story. As a family-owned business with deep roots in Fremont County, we don't just sell flooring. We create personalized solutions for your home. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwood, our expert team guides you through every step. Scan the QR code to learn more. Transform your space with confidence. At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we're here to wow you.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Welcome to the Wydot Buckle Up for Life halftime show, brought to you by Wydot, reminding you seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Joined now by head coach Drew Powell of the Lander girls basketball team off of a 50-21 victory over the Lovell ladies. Coach, thank you for joining us. Appreciate the time as always.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can hear yourself.
I can hear me.
Okay. The mission seemed to be accomplished right away, at least on paper. Lovell seemed to be a team where it's not this simple, but the thing you have to start with is you out-rebound them, and they're going to have trouble doing what they want to do. And they got a few early on, but you guys, after a little bit of a slow offensive start, shooting-wise in the first part of the first quarter, kind of did a good job dominating the glass down the stretch against one of the better rebounding teams in 3A.
Yeah, you know, they're a good rebounding team. They crashed a lot of people on the offensive side of the ball, and I thought we did a good job at getting box outs pretty much every single time. Early, you know, sometimes just those jitters coming into the game and not maybe going exactly how we wanted offensively, but we were so patient and poised today that when it really came down to it, it allowed us to, you know, get layups rather than having to force things.
So this long road trip that mercifully is wrapping up pretty soon next week, that you guys seem to have fallen into something that works in offensively scoring that low 40s number and holding teams to low 30s, somewhere in there, 21 points tonight. Is that kind of a groove that you just kind of fell into, or is there some point that you've made that just eventuates in that result?
You know, I think a lot of it is just the defensive side of the ball, making sure that we're staying really solid on the defensive side of the ball, so it's taking teams a lot more time to go try to get a shot against us, which then turns into less possessions, but then also on the offensive side, being patient and making sure we get a great shot. And then it's that time of the year where everybody's got a game plan in the game that you're going into, so you know that they're going to try to take away the transition points on us, which we were scoring early, and we don't score as many of them now, but when it comes into, you know, later February and March, you got to be able to play 5-on-5, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of that right now.
Once a good overall offensive productivity. Freshman, I think, was your leading scorer in the first half. It's really hard, I think, to game plan against you guys because everybody's a shooter. Everybody's capable of making a shot. Now, it's like if you take away A, you're going to get hurt by B, and that's a good problem for you to have. But that's been pretty consistent for you guys all season long.
Yeah, I think we had, I don't know, I think it was 5 that were right around that 8-point to 10-point range. And when you have that many people who can go score, and we were so unselfish that we were just giving the ball down to our post and letting them go score, and then they would cover that, and then we would get a wide open 3 or just a drive off a rejected screen. So, you know, when you're playing that style of basketball and you have that many scorers that can touch the floor, it's really hard to game plan against. And defensively, I think we're really starting to click right now and communicate. It's been a really good thing for us lately.
Almost done with this long road trip. We'll see you next week. You have one more. Is your next Mountain View game is at home?
Mountain View's in Mountain View, and then we'll turn around and play Pinedale on Saturday next week.
At home. That's right. All right, so we'll see you on Friday. Coach, thank you for coming up. Congrats on the win.
All right, thank you.
There's head coach Drew Powell of the Lander Lady Tigers after a 50-21 victory here in Lovell. The boys have some work to do, 44-20. As again, we bring you into the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show, brought to you by YDOT, reminding you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. Always appreciate the thoughts of head coach Drew Powell for coming up and recapping what was a victory for the ladies. On the boys' side, notable Lander scores. Searching down our stat sheet here, let's see who we can come up with. Caleb Andrews has 4 points on this game. We have Brenner Coleman coming off the bench with 4. And it's all below 5, I think, individual scoring-wise for the Lander Tigers, unless I'm missing somebody. But rounds out to a 44-20 halftime score. And again, within shouting distance, but you're seeing from the Lovell Bulldogs exactly why they're the first-ranked team in 3A. They're so experienced, they're long, they're quick. Just a bunch of guys who have been playing together for a lot of them all 4 years of their career, and they've got that state tournament experience for several of those years. And it just works out where this year it's kind of the magic time when they're all seniors. So Lander is going to have to play one of their better games of basketball in the second half, but we'll see what kind of dent the Tigers can make against this Lovell team, as Lovell was back on the floor after just a few minutes at halftime. You see them shooting around right now. Lander still taking some time in the locker room with about 2 or so minutes remaining until the third quarter. So stay with us. We do have our third quarter coming up right after this on 1330 KOVE 107.7 FM and streaming online at county10.com.
Welcome to Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
All set for quarter number 3 from Lovell, 44-20. Lovell Bulldogs on top of the Lander Tigers. This has been the YDOT Buckle Up for Life halftime show. Reminding you, seatbelts save lives. Buckle up so you can stay in the game every time, every ride. All set to go. I want to remind everybody in Fremont County listening, perhaps over the air, especially in the Riverton side of the county, there's about a 100-acre wildfire that is being dealt with on the outskirts of town. We have complete details and coverage on evacuation notices and orders that are being given now at county10.com. Please do check in on your loved ones. And please do check in at county10.com to get all the information from official sources, as our thoughts are back home with everybody in Fremont County being affected by that fire here this afternoon. But we've got the news staff updating those details for you as we speak. Lander able to score a bucket out of the gate. They now trail 44-22. Good look on their second possession. That shot will not go. And so Lovell sets up. Left side out is Walker. Walker picked up his dribble. Got that to the top of the key to Anderson. Driving in. Floater is up and good. It's now a 46-22 Lovell advantage. Lander in transition the other way. It's blocked, and a goaltend is going to be called against Lander. That might have been the product of head coach Stu Mullins getting in the officials' ear earlier about a block on a Finn McFadden layup. That was a close goaltend call, that more recent second one just now, but Lander's going to take the bucket. 46-24 after that call. This will be Anderson driving in. Through a couple of Tigers, gets that to go. And a steal the other way is going to result in an easy layup attempt. It almost was a missed dunk, but the ball falls in for the Bulldogs, 50-24. Tigers back the other way, start their offense left side out. Hereford with the ball on the right side now. Darian into that 2-3 zone of Lovell's, and the ball is stolen away. Bulldogs the other way in transition. Tough angle, layup is up and good. Lovell Bulldogs on a run. Now leading 52-24 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. St. Clair in the lane. Floats one, a little short. And the rebound gets away from everybody, out of bounds, off of Lovell to the Tigers. 5:57 remain in the third quarter. Just underway in the second half. Lander still showing full court pressure after a shoe tie. We've got that taken care of, and we'll inbound just off of the Lander bench on the far side. Lovell hasn't had a whole lot to deal with that Lander pressure. They're just so good on the ball offensively. Pulling back for a three that is no good. The rebound is pulled down, I think, by Romer. Romer with a strong board. And now pushing the ball up the floor. Garrett Romer gets the ball to Hollingshead, top of the key, give to Finn. McFadden's ISO up there. He'll pass off to his left side. Weaving up top is Romer now, and St. Clair drives into the left elbow, spins. Noah pumps, has it blocked. Back the other way come the Bulldogs. One bounce pass, one dribble, shot goes in. The silly part is Lovell doesn't even need their transition game. I think they could beat any 3A boys team in the state with their set offense. But you see how deadly their transition game is in this one. St. Clair with a skip pass left side. And there's Finn McFadden, pulls up mid-range two, no good. Rebound is come away with by Hollingshead, I believe, but knocked out of bounds. I think actually Pax came down with that out of bounds, and so it's turned. Nope, they're going to give it to Lander, excuse me. We'll take it. I'm going to say it was knocked out of bounds, I suppose, first. And the inbound is to Romer. Under 5 to go in the third quarter. 30-point lead for Lovell. Finn McFadden picks up his dribble, gets back to Romer on the right side. Finn directing traffic after getting the ball back. Pass to St. Clair on the left. Entry pass to Pax. Pivots in the lane, drops it off. Floater is no good. Lovell trying to hurry in transition. Down the floor, putting up a shot, taking a big drop to the floor is Matthew Newman. He pops right back up. He looks all right. He got almost horizontal on that attack of the basket. It wasn't so much a hard foul. There was contact there. There was a foul. But he fell to the floor mostly because he was about 6 feet off the ground horizontal. And I'm glad he's all right. First free throw is good anyway. 4:25 remaining in the third quarter. the second free throw is good. Getting close to a running time margin here in the second half. And McFadden drives in. He's fouled. He's got a couple of free throws on the way. Yeah, the margin now is 32 currently. So we're a little away from running time. Finn McFadden with the first to two. That's good. McFadden's got one more that is also, well, fooled me. I thought that was going in. It was a little bit short. Good backspin on that ball, though. In transition, Lovell has it blocked out of bounds. Will stay Bulldog basketball. A couple more subs for Lovell, getting deeper into their bench now. And further down their roster. One thing you can say for any other team in 3A is Lovell is going to lose a lot in this offseason. They're going to graduate not only 4 of their 5 starters, but there are 3 other seniors that aren't in the starting lineup that will be lost as well. So you've got 7 seniors on this Lovell team. Typical turnover for a high school basketball team is 3, maybe 4 on a tough year across your roster. Floater in the lane is no good. Lovell's going to lose 7 in this offseason. So you know they've got their eye on the prize. You know what their goal is. And they are well on their way. Lovell receiving every first place vote in the most recent YO Preps Coaches Media Poll. St. Clair for 3, right side out. That's no good. Rebound tipped around briefly. Lovell comes away with a rebound. Bounce pass in transition leads to a left-handed layup. Too strong off the glass. Pulled down by Hollingshead, I believe. Nope. Brenner Coleman, rather. Ball ends up with St. Clair. Spin in the lane. Turnaround contact draws the foul with 3:03 to go. Noah's back to the free throw line. 58-25 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard with 3:03 remaining in the third. Reminder for football fans who might have other things to do tomorrow afternoon, take you away from the TV. We have coverage of Super Bowl 60 is what we're up to, I think. Almost said 50. I can't tell anymore. Coverage of Super Bowl 60 starts at 2 o'clock on 1330 KOVE. You can also stream audio of that game if you'd rather through the County 10 website. Click on radio, click on KOVE, and you can stream that anywhere for the game tomorrow. Second free throw from St. Clair is also good. Made both of them. Sub in for the Lander Tigers is Afton Cox for the first time this game, I believe. Quick double team as Lovell crosses the timeline. Extra pass down low is stolen away by Quincy Gwinna. Gwinna to Cox, back to Gwinna, lost the handle and couldn't get it back. Lovell trying to push the issue in transition with their deep bench players now on the floor. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. They'll kick up top the key. Yeah, not one single starter on the floor for either team, I'm fairly sure, now that I look at it. Good playing time experience for both sides in this situation. Ball's out of bounds to the Tigers. Could not be saved on the entry pass. 2:14 to go, 58-27 Bulldogs on top of LVHS. Number 1 team in 3A boys basketball. So you have this weird situation. Not totally weird, but relatively unusual, where on the boys and girls side, you've got a clear-cut number 1. It's Cody on the girls side, it's Lovell on the boys side. That doesn't necessarily mean crazy things aren't going to happen seeding-wise in regionals. And it certainly doesn't mean that either of those teams can't be knocked off in Casper. Long three from the left side out's no good. But you'd be stunned if both of them didn't make it to Casper. They are the teams to beat both ways. Left side out, three for Lovell is no good. It's Coleman in transition, got that to go and one. There's Brenner Coleman leaning in with a nice finish. 58-29, pending a free throw with a minute and a half to go in the third. Special basketball days up here in Lovell. They've had good teams for several years, and now it's just that magic moment where they're all seniors and they're all playing together. Coleman's got a free throw after converting the and one, or at least drawing the and one. Got the layup to go and a strong move to the basket, so Brenner Coleman eyes a free throw. And that is no good. A weird side spin on that ball. Bounced off the inside of the rim. Lovell comes away with the rebound. Bulldogs, a bounce pass down to the right block, put up and in off the glass. Minute 16 to go in the third. 31-point lead for the Lovell Bulldogs. Quincy Gwynna from the top of the key to the right elbow. Bounce pass in the lane. Coleman drops it in again. Brenner Coleman with a couple of nice possessions. Good touch on that play. Lovell's going to try that right block again. First shot attempt's no good. Second one won't go. The third one drops in and one. It's just been that kind of night. It's all going right for the Lovell Bulldogs. 53 seconds remaining with a free throw on the way. Lead back up to 31 for the wrong LHS. Unfortunately, not LVHS. Off the inbound, here's a three left corner that is no good. Offensive rebound with a touch putback is also no good. Ball's tipped around under the Lovell hoop. That's going to lead to a three that is blocked out of bounds by Heichlia. Well-timed defensive block. Back to the Bulldogs out of bounds. We're at 39 seconds in the third quarter. It's going to be a fun regional venue. I mean, logistics of the town itself and how to get so many basketball teams here for a weekend aside as the three is up and good. You can see how this gym is fun. It's a concrete block of a gym, and when a crowd gets rowdy in here, you can imagine how loud it would be. And Lovell will come in as the favorite as a block out of bounds on Romer. Will lead to Lander basketball. Lovell's going to come in on the boys' side anyway, the favorites in 3A in the regional tournament. They're going to have the home court advantage. You're going to have all kinds of basketball fans from all over the state. In the far northern reaches of the state. It's going to be a fun weekend. We're hoping it's going to be a very fun weekend for Lander Tiger fans. So on the inbound, Gwynna was involved with some contact there, and I think he was fouled. Although the indication initially was offensive, but I can't imagine that being the case. Now, Gwynna was the one who was fouled. Lander inbounds with 16 seconds remaining in the third. Heichlia drives in, floats one. That shot's good. 65-32, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lovell with one more shot at the basket here if they want it. Pump fake, right side out, driving in, floater at the horn, it's good. Lovell Bulldogs running away on Lander at home. 67-32. Back with quarter number 4 after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Welcome to Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit wyoming.com today.
Watch today's games on the County 10 YouTube channel or catch radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Fourth quarter, just about set to get underway. Lander Tigers trailing Lovell 67-32, number one team in the state, showing exactly why they are. We're down to bench players on Lovell's side. Now we're seeing some of the original starters in for Lander as we start the fourth quarter, at least, after most of that third was spent by head coach Stu Mullins just getting some of his bench a lot of playing time in that third quarter with the game situation where it is. Here's a three from just off the top of the key that's no good. Bodies hit the floor on the rebound attempt. They play on. As in transition, the ball is tipped off the backboard, and now Lovell comes away with it. Bulldogs in transition, pull back, right side out, now kick left to the left block, driving in, hanging, got that to go for a 69-32 Lovell advantage. 7:25 remain in the fourth. Finn McFadden back up top of the key. There's a three from straight on. That was Hollingshead. Usually good with that look. That one came up a little bit short. Bulldog possession starts top, back right, now back up top. 7-minute mark of the fourth. The entry pass to the right block. One more down low. Ball's tipped away, stolen. Here come the Tigers in transition. St. Clair's got a head of steam. Hangs with the left hand. Nice body control, good finish. Oh, St. Clair got that one to go. Matthew Newman sets up the offense for Lovell. His team with this one well in hand, 69-35 currently. Shot, lean in, won't go with some contact in the lane. See which Tiger they get for a foul here. It's going to be 2 free throws regardless. That is a foul on Heiklea. Must have gotten Coulter Heiklea on that one. If so, that's a second. First of 2 free throws is up and good. It's now 35 points. Lovell advantage. Second free throw, all inside of the rim's no good. Rebound attempt is thrown away. Back to Lovell. Put it up and good. So the good news here is this is a real strange feeling for Lander fans. I mean, the last 3 or 4 seasons, you haven't had this outcome. And there are a lot of teams, some of them in Fremont County, who struggle to this extent almost every game. But it's an unfamiliar feeling for Lander fans, and that's been a statement to both programs. They're both in a competitive place. But on the 3A boys side, you have this Lovell team who I'd like to see some smaller college teams in the country and just see what happens. They're just put together, and it's their special years. They're all seniors. Should be a fun state tournament on both sides of the bracket. Certainly hoping both Lander teams are participating in that in the middle of March. Lander Tiger possession. Leaning in is Hollingshead, who got that one to go off the glass. Under 6 to go. 72-36, Lovell on top. Entry pass to the left block, draws a double team, so skip pass to the right side, driving in. And the extra pass down low, nearly stolen away by Lander. Pull up for 2 is good. I really don't know what you do to stop this Lovell team. Realistically speaking, for any other team in 3A basketball, backdoor cut for Lander, I think intended for post. He did a nice job to save that. Hollingshead had a look at 3, instead passed it off to his left. Caleb Andrews hanging with the left hand, or the sweeping right hand, excuse me, that's up and good. They just have too many. When those starting 5 are out there, and they're all on the bench now, but when you have Lovell's starting 5 out there, I just don't know how you stop them. This will be a foul from Hollingshead, and Lander's seconds of the quarter. 4:35 to go, 4:55 rather, in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs 2 inbounds. To the right block, shot up and good. 76-38 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Tigers trying to force the issue in transition. There is Andrews leading in with a nice right-handed sweep under the basket. Got that to go. 36-point lead for the Bulldogs. Lovell starts their offense with Newman. Do see two of their starters back on the floor, I should say. Matter of fact, I see more than that for Lovell. At the moment, they've got at least three of their starting five on the floor. Expect that to change at the next whistle. Driving in with contact, no whistle either way. The shot is no good, and Lovell comes away with a rebound. Three from the left corner that is no good. Lander is there for the rebound. Couple of Tigers fighting for it, but it's tied up nicely. Getting a hand in there was Owen Walker. Different point in the game if the score weren't what it is now. I think Walker gets called for a foul there. He had one hand stuck, which is almost an automatic foul. There are the departure of your starters for Lovell, who get an ovation from the crowd. So football pass down the floor, all the way down. Lovell wasn't ready defensively. There are three Tigers down there. One of them finishes. It's Noah St. Clair who gets the bucket. Driving in the other way is Mays. Sam Mays gives up top. Pulling up for a three. Long two, rather. That's a two. It is good off the bench for Lovell. 78-42. On the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, Noah St. Clair thought about a three. One dribble into his right. Hangs a two. That's no good. 3:27 to go. Lovell Bulldogs will remain the number one team in 3A basketball. The victory over Lander. Tigers have one more road game in this massive road trip that they've been on for a month now. They'll go to Mountain View on Friday, and then they will host Pinedale on Saturday. Two interesting games. Pinedale, so there's conversation on both boys and girls side every year as we get later into the season and close to regionals. Who is going to be that team that surprises everybody? Because there's always one. There's always one 4 or 6 or 8 win team at the most that seems to get to regionals and somehow gets a state with a couple of victories in the regional tournament. And I'm saying Pinedale on the boys' side. I think they are sneaky, especially at home. Now, Lander's going to play them in Lander. I just don't trust playing Pinedale on the boys' side. They're sneaky good. Leaning in, getting that one to go and one is Brenner Coleman. Girls' side's a different question. You have to put more thought into that, I think. But came up at the office earlier in the week and immediately on the boys' side went to Pinedale. Because there's always that one team. Coleman with a free throw after the and one. That is no good. Offensive rebound with a putback, drawing a foul. They're going to have a couple of free throws on the way from Afton Cox. Cox with the first of two, that's good. 78-45. Lovell on top, under 3 to go. And the second from Afton Cox is no good. Front backing out. Rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Trying to force the issue in transition. The ball is thrown away back to the Tigers. 2:50 on the fourth quarter clock. Gwynna into the game to, it looks like, run point for the Lander Tigers. He joined the team after January 1st. He was able to join. He's got Herford out there with him. There's Darian Herford driving into the lane, turnaround. Good looking shot from Darian Herford. 2:35 to go, 78-48 is the official score. Let me get that corrected for our scoreboard. 30 points, Lovell lead. So the Lander ladies with a 50-21 victory. Hard foul on the layup attempt at the other end. A couple of free throws are going to be on the way from Coleman. So Tigers look to split the evening. Head back to Fremont County, and then one more road game to Mountain View on Friday, back home on Saturday. I don't think they have a road game after that till the regional tournament, which is right back here in Lovell. Can't believe how quickly the season's gone by. But here we are after the first week of February. Both Tiger teams in a good spot. Lander boys are going to have a nice home streak to try and better their seeding in the regional tournament coming up. And then anything can happen to anybody. These Lovell Bulldogs undoubtedly going to be the favorite on the boys' side. Cody on the girls' side. Nice hands defensively as Brenner Coleman forces the ball out of bounds back to Lovell. But right there on the girls' side are a bunch of teams, including Lander. And the Lander boys tonight, notwithstanding, not too far off the bubble when it comes to the top 5 in the state. They've been ranked off and on throughout this season. Ball's on the floor in the backcourt. On the ensuing Lander possession, it's a jump ball back to the Tigers. Minute 49 remains. Lovell by 30. Expect to get thoughts on this one from head coach Stu Mullins after the game before the teams get on the bus and head back home. In fact, Lander's ladies may already have done that. I'm not sure. 2.5 or so hour drive back home to Fremont County. We'll do it again next week with Mountain View and then mercifully a home game for the Tigers. Brenner Coleman drops in another, so Lander 78-50 trailing now, Lovell. Double team from behind is going to force effectively a turnover as Lander's head coach Stu Mullins takes a timeout. So the Tigers are given possession. They are given the timeout. They'll have the ball back when we come back after this on 1330 KOVE and County10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Watch Tiger and Lady Tiger varsity games all season on County 10's YouTube channel.
Home stretch of this one, minute 20 remaining in the fourth. Lovell Bulldogs lead the Lander boys 78-50 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Number 1 team in the state will extend their winning streak. It's a 3 from the left side out and the Lander timeout. That's no good. Lovell comes away with the rebounds, playing with all of their backup players now into the game. Quite a few backups for Lander as well. Now in transition, I think that's Coleman with a finish. That is up and good. Brenner Coleman's had a great second half of this game. Ball on the floor off of the inbound. No whistle yet. His body's hit the floor with 40 seconds remain. And a timeout has been granted to the Lander Tigers to save the possession as well. It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Time to give our Health Source Chiropractic Players of the Game, presented by Health Source Chiropractic, Fremont County's only sports-certified chiropractic clinic. Stay in the game with a $10 new patient special for all student athletes. We'll give our ladies player of the game coming up here as well. But I think we are going to go with Brenner Coleman, the sophomore coming off the bench against a big team on a big stage and having a great second half. Playing a lot of those minutes against at least some of the original starting 5 for the Lander Tigers against the the Lovell Bulldogs. So Brenner Coleman is going to be our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game. On the ladies' side, leading scoring at halftime, and I think leading scoring for the whole game, Alicia St. Clair, the freshman. It's a good opportunity to give the freshman our Player of the Game award. Never know on the Lander ladies' side who's going to step up. They're all shooters. Just a matter of who has the hot hand that night. And with a later 3 in the second half and adding a couple of more buckets as the game went on, Alicia St. Clair will be our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game on the girls' side. So congrats to Brenner and Alicia. We'll get you a Facebook acknowledgement of that after the game as well. Fun couple of players to watch. Both coming off the bench typically, but both usually that 6-man person. And it's never too surprising to see them have an impact on the game. 35 seconds following the Lovell inbound. Lander back into full court pressure toward the close of this one. Lovell's able to break it, at least initially. They do get the bounce pass to the baseline. They'll reset things left side out with 20 seconds remaining in the fourth. Defense up top from the top of the key to right side out with 10 seconds remaining. Officials try not to call a foul here in the closing moments, but bodies are now on the floor. And a foul is called with 3.7 on the clock. And some contact there. Nobody's in the bonus, so this will be an inbound from Lovell. Pending a steal or a turnover of some kind, that should just about wrap it up. Inbound with 3 seconds. Horn sounds. And the Lovell Bulldogs over Lander 78-52 in the second game of our doubleheader. Lovell Bulldogs will stay ranked number 1 in the state. Lander Tigers, tough weekend for them, dropping a real close physical game to Worland last night. Also on the road and losing to Lovell here tonight. So we'll reset things, recap everything for you on the Bailey Tire Pros postgame show coming up right after this on 1330 KOVE and county10.com.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Your home for Lander basketball all season long. KOVE Radio, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Tiger Basketball is brought to you by Wyoming.com. Check out their home and business internet and phone service options on their website and support a local company that supports youth sports in our county. Wyoming.com.
One more time, welcome back to Lovell High School on a Saturday evening now as we wrap up a Lovell Lander boys and girls doubleheader. Lander ladies taking care of the Lovell Bulldogs by a score of 50-21 in our first game. And as you see, the number one ranked Lovell Bulldogs on the boys' side in all of 3A basketball, defeating Lander 78-52. This is our Bailey Tire Pros post-game show brought to you by Bailey Tire and Auto. Proud to support our local athletes. Full-service tire and auto shops, 755 South Federal in Riverton and 1305 West Main in Lander. Well, you knew it was going to be a challenging evening for the Lander boys. I was looking forward to seeing Lovell, and as a high school basketball fan, they are really impressive and fun to watch, but it bites a little bit when you're the team that has to face them and ends up on the losing end. But just dominant top to bottom, that starting five especially for Lovell. I'm not really sure how deep they are beyond that, and if you had to attack anything in the regional or state postseason tournaments, you just try to find a way to get beyond the starting five. But those four seniors and one junior who have played together for Lovell for all 4 of their years in the cases of those 4 starters and have been to several state tournaments together are just gelled right now, and it's just seems like it's their year. And here at home, the site of the regional tournament here in about let's see, about a month from now, that'll get started back up here in Lovell. That they're going to be tough to contend with. I mean, this is a team in the Bulldogs that entered the night allowing 42 points per game, and again held their opponent tonight, the Lander Tigers, well above that average. Our offensive scoring average, rather. Lander entering the game 64 points per game, which is service the Tigers pretty well. That's more or less where Lander wants to be offensively, if not in the low 70s, then right there in the mid 60s, which is where they're at right now. But that's good for any other opponent, with the exception of Lovell, who is just continuing to assert itself as probably the most complete team in the state. If not in 3A, then perhaps the entire state when you factor in the starting five there. So Lander's going to leave here tonight looking to reset a little bit. 2 straight road games, 2 conference losses with a tough loss to Worland on the road last night. Then you have the defeat to Lovell here this evening. So complete dominant performance as we await perhaps some words post-game from head coach Stu Mullins here, if we're able to grab them before they get on the bus and head back to Fremont County. They may have left already. I have not seen one way or the other, but they've got that weekend evening drive bus trip down. So we're going to hang out for a couple more minutes and see if they are still in the building, are the Tigers. And if not, that's perfectly fine as well. We always appreciate whenever the coaches are able to come up and give their 2 cents on the evenings, but just a tough one. And makes that Worland loss sting all the more in a really close, physical game in Worland last night, and a game where Lander had some late game scoring opportunities and actually scored much better in the second half of that game than they did in this one. 2 totally different circumstances, obviously. But that Worland gym, for whatever reason, it's been true for the girls too. It wasn't last night, but for the boys team, it's just been that one place that you go to in conference play. Not that it's a curse, but you just have this weird sense that no matter how good or bad Worland is that year, it's going to be a tough matchup, and that's what it was for the Tigers last night. Good news is finally next week, on Valentine's Day, the Lander Tigers are finally going to get back home after what has been, an 8-game road trip for LVHS over the last month, more or less. But we have heard from head coach Stu Mullins, is the one who kind of glass half full this one for us and said, yeah, it's a long road trip and you're away from your home gym for a long time, you're on the bus for a long time, but you're going to have to play those games anyway. And if you stack it like that and you happen to be in kind of a tough situation at the end of your long road portion of your conference schedule, then at least you do have about 4 home games in a row to close out the regular season that might help out with some seeding when it comes to the regional tournament, which is, that's really what it's all about to get to the state tournament. You go out there and you play the games and you try to win the games, obviously. But the magic number's 2. You get into that regional tournament, doesn't matter how you do it, you win those 2 games, doesn't matter who you beat, and you end up in Casper with a chance to extend your season. So glass half full wise, the Lander Tigers have almost all their road games off the plate, with the exception of Mountain View next Friday. And then you're home for the duration, starting with Pinedale on Saturday next Valentine's Day. So it did work out that way, much more so for the boys than the girls this year, where if you want to improve your seating, you want to do that at home. And that's the opportunity that the Lander Tigers are going to have to try to take advantage of after falling to a couple of tough teams. Worland last night, a tough loss, and then what's one of the better basketball teams in the state regardless of class, and the Lovell Bulldogs, who are having themselves a moment up here this year. With that, I've not seen any member of the Lander roster or coaching staff, so I think we're going to forego hanging out for head coach Stu Mullins so that we can join our Wyoming Cowboys coverage on time. Just one more sweep of the building to make sure that as soon as I throw it to break and sign off, we're not going to get the coach running up here, which would be just my luck, but it doesn't really appear so. So, appreciate all of you for joining us throughout this Saturday afternoon on 1330 KOVE. Lander ladies victorious in Lovell. Lander boys falling to a very good #1 ranked team in the state in the Lovell Bulldogs. Coming up next here on KOVE, Wyoming Cowboy Basketball. We'll talk to you from Mountain View next Friday. Have yourselves a great weekend.